ball at the Packers 46. Nixon, a guy who has been an all-pro selection the last couple of years as a kick returner. Played with Rich Bisaccia in Vegas as Valentine is up on his feet coming off to the field and getting a hand from the fans. But that's the kind of weapon that Nixon can be, setting the Packers up with excellent field position right off the bat tonight.
Yeah, you talked about him, one of the best returners in the National Football League. And Jordan Love, as he comes out on the field, just loves this starting field position now, basically only needing to go 54 yards to get into the end zone.
Love 18 touchdowns, tied for 6th in the NFL, but he's tied for the second most picks with 11. Josh Jacobs coming up on another 1,000-yard season. Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, the wide receivers. Tucker Kraft is the tight end. Here's a snap to Love out of the gun. Hands off Jacobs, dancing to his right. He's got nowhere to go. Jacobs got outside the hash marks, got stood up right around the line of scrimmage by Calais Campbell and Jordan Brooks. Maybe about a half yard, second and long, coming up for Green Bay.
A lot of talk about Jacobs and what he has brought to Green Bay in the running game, and he's been really good this year. But I think what's kind of not getting talked about enough is that the Dolphins have a really good rush defense. I mean, they're 9th in the NFL, just 107 yards a game, and they got 2 really good defensive tackles in the middle that help out stopping the run.
Give Jacobs a yard, second down 9 from the 47. Love lines up under center with Jacobs behind him. 2 receivers stacked left, single man right, and movement up front. Tucker Kraft, the tight end, or is that John Fitzpatrick maybe came out of his stance?
Offense number 85, 5-yard penalty, second down.
So it was Kraft who came up out of his stance, and that'll cost the Packers 5. That has been an issue for Green Bay at times this year. They're 22nd in the league in penalties.
Yeah, and after getting stopped essentially for a 1-yard gain on the run from Jacobs, now the penalty kind of puts him behind the change, and this is how you start struggling on third down, is when you're always fighting that uphill battle, kind of getting into more predictable passing situations here.
Move it back to the 42, second down 14, 3 receivers left. Love in the gun with Jacobs to his right. Here's the snap. Love back to throw for the first time. Steps up in the pocket. Floats it deep down the field. Reed is open, but it's incomplete. That ball was overthrown by about 3 yards. Jaden Reed coming from left to right had gotten behind the defense, and Jordan Love is going to want that one back.
Yeah, he had an opportunity because Jordan Poyer, the safety on the other side, was up shallow. So he knew he had the over-the-top throw, and he basically could flatten his receiver out as far as he wanted without the threat of a backside defender. But he just puts a little bit too much on this, an explosive play kind of slipped through their fingers there.
Third down 14 now. Shotgun snap to Love. He's back to pass. Has time. Love looking. Now as he throws, the ball pops out to the left. They're going to let it go. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And they are on top of it at about the 33-yard line. And for right now, the officials are signaling Miami football. Calais Campbell recovered it, and they are saying this is a fumble. Zach Sealer is the man that knocked it out.
On the field is an incomplete pass.
So Sean Smith, the referee, got some help from upstairs. And it does look like the right call, Rag, that Jordan Love's arm was coming forward. And that is very fortunate for Green Bay.
Exactly, because now they at least have an opportunity to gain some field position, but it looked like there was enough finger strength from Jordan Love to maintain possession, because the ball initially got knocked a little bit loose in his hand, but he had enough finger strength to keep his arm moving forward, and as long as it starts moving forward, that's considered a pass, and it was incomplete.
His fingers were basically up at the end of the football by the time he threw that ball. So you're right. Maybe he's been working with those hand grips on the sideline or something.
Right, the old rice pail, isn't that what they used to do? Put your hands in the rice and squeeze it?
Daniel Whelan is on to punt. Malik Washington back to return for Miami. Here's the snap to Whelan. Under no pressure, gets away a high spiraling kick. Washington looking up into the flurries. Moving to his right, he dropped the football. It's loose. There's a scramble for it inside the 10. Packers say they have it, and they do. A takeaway for Green Bay on special teams. Washington was moving to his right, did not look comfortable. That ball went off his hands, and it's picked up by the Packers. Rochelle with the recovery.
Well, you're right, Ryan. He did not look comfortable.
The kick was muffed by the receiving team, recovered by Green Bay for a first down.
So already we've seen 2 special teams plays for the Packers that are having an impact. Green Bay offense not able to take advantage of the Nixon return early, but they get the muffed punt recovery here. Malik Washington did not look comfortable under the football. He peeked to see where the coverage was coming from, which is normal. That happens with returners. But then once he looked up, he did not look like he was in good position. And Ryan, there is some snow flurries coming down. I'm wondering too, maybe he got a snowflake in his eye, but nonetheless, Green Bay first down here inside the 10-yard line. Excellent field position.
They'll start at the 9. Love will go under center. Receivers left and right. Jacobs is the single back. First and goal for Green Bay. Love takes the snap. He's back. Hands it off. Jacobs running left outside the hash marks. Crossing the 5. Covers up the football. Plows his way forward. And all the way down to the 3-yard line. Jalen Ramsey, Jordan Brooks combined on the stop after a run of 6. That'll bring up second down and goal. Well, you talked about the numbers for Tua Tagovailoa in the cold. The Dolphins franchise has lost 11 straight games when the game time temperature is below 40 degrees. Another one of those quote-unquote narratives they talked about crushing this week. You wonder how much the weather impacted Malik Washington fumbling that punt. Second down goal from the 3. Dolphins trying to run a player onto the field. Love is in the gun with Jacobs to his right. Here's the snap. Love, handoff Jacobs. Breaks the first tackle, not the second. Stood up and driven down right at the line of scrimmage. Tyrell Dodson, fifth-year man out of Texas A&M, makes the stop. No gain on the play, and now a third and goal coming up for Green Bay, and the Packers will rush to the line of scrimmage again. And now, as Miami was able to make the switch, the Packers will move back into the huddle. This is an area where Green Bay wants to improve. 20th in the league this year. They scored touchdowns on 54.5% of their trips into the red zone. Love will go under center. Jacobs the single back. 2 receivers right. Watson single man left. Wicks in short motion from the right. Stops as a wingback on that side. Love surveys the defense. Gets the snap. He's back on a play fake. Sets his feet. Looks right. Throws right side. That one is caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Shaden Reed got away from the defense and scores. Front right corner of the end zone. And the Packers have taken an early 6-0 lead. A 3-yard touchdown. Love to Reed, and Green Bay capitalizes on the punt.
Jaden Reed showing some excellent patience at the line of scrimmage. He's lined up in a tight slot to the right side. He comes off the line of scrimmage, and he kind of just chops his feet a little bit, but knowing that he's got outside leverage on the defender. And then right at the last second, sticks his left foot in the ground, dives out to the right, but a perfect throw by Jordan Love where only his receiver, Jaden Reed, can catch it.
Brandon McManus on for the extra point. His kick is up. It is good. And with 12 minutes to go in the first quarter, the Packers have taken a 7-0 lead. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Science is not an opinion. People come before pipelines. It's not too late to act on climate. No one is above the law. At Earth Justice, we hold these beliefs to be self-evident. As a national legal nonprofit fighting for your right to a healthy environment, we are 150-plus lawyers representing clients free of charge because now, more than ever, the Earth needs a good lawyer. No one fights more cases on the environment than Earth Justice. And we win because these are fights we cannot lose. We win for scientists so they can serve at the EPA. We win at the Supreme Court because clean water is for everyone. We win against fossil fuel plants so communities can breathe freely. If you believe what we believe, then help us fight the good fight and help us keep winning by going to earthjustice.org today. That's earthjustice.org.
Mom, Dad,
Before you throw out those unused medicines, just think for a minute.
Grandma, Grandpa, all you guys take meds. That's why you gotta dispose of your old pills correctly.
Those pills for your back pain or migraines.
When you throw them in the trash, those medicines can become lethal in the wrong hands.
Our hands. You may be finished with that medicine.
But those pills are making me real popular at school.
My brother James could think they're candy. Our dog loves to get in the garbage, and those meds can make him sick or worse.
So stop. There are better ways to dispose of your unused meds.
There are lots of police stations, local pharmacies, and hospitals that are approved to take in unused meds and dispose of them safely.
Disposal sites are close by.
It's easy, and it's the right thing to do. For us. The ones you love.
To find a medicine disposal site near you, visit www.safe.pharmacy. A public service message from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy.
12 minutes to go, first quarter. Packers on top of the Dolphins, 7-0. Ryan Radke, Derek Rackley here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Green Bay. I don't want to hear it. Tackle your to-do list with Grainger. From locker rooms to plant floors, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
It's okay, Ryan. You and I are close. We've worked a lot of games together. I know you look up to me, and I know you would like to share my last name. But now is not the time, okay?
I just miss you. It's nice to have you back. I've just missed you these last couple of years. Packers capitalize on the muff punt. Ends up with a 3-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Love to Jaden Reed. And the Packers take the early lead as Brandon McManus gets set to kick it away. Raheem Mostert and Malik Washington back deep for Miami. Getting ready to see Tua Tagovailoa for the first time tonight. This Miami offense that has been playing well, 3 straight wins, and they've averaged over 30 points per game in that winning streak. Here comes the kickoff, low line drive. It'll sail over the head of Mostert, land in the end zone, kick over the back line. It's a touchback, and here come the Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 30. Tagovailoa has completed over 73% of his throws this year, leads the NFL in that category. Devon Achane is getting the majority of the carries these days. We'll also see Jalen Wright, the rookie, and possibly Raheem Mostert as well. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle are the wide receivers. And Jonnu Smith has really come on at tight end for the Dolphins. 1st and 10 Miami from the 30-yard line. Ball in between the hash marks. 2 receivers go to the left. Hill in the slot. Waddle is wide outside the numbers. Smith, the tight end, motions from right to left. Tagovailoa waits in the shotgun. Sends Achane in motion to the right, and flags fly. There was movement by the Dolphins.
False start. Offense number 9. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
And that is Jonnu Smith, the tight end.
Yeah, another thing you just don't want to do when you're playing on the road, especially in front of this Packers crowd, you early let them know that the noise is working against the offense. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to get even louder. So everybody's got to play with so much discipline on this Miami offense, not so much with just the false starts, but also any type of holding penalties to work against you offensively.
Back it up to the 25, 1st down 15. Tagovailoa in the gun, 3 receivers left, single man right. Here's the snap. Tua back to pass, looking, throws right side, juggling, caught across the 30-yard line. This is Achane out to about the 35, and he spins his way forward to the 36. Kind of a little inside screen there to Achane. Isaiah McDuffie makes the tackle, but only after a gain of 11. And the Dolphins go from 1st and long to 2nd and short.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith, the tight end on the left side, just motions out. They're just trying to get eyes to look over to the opposite side of the formation. And as you mentioned, Ryan, it was almost like a little bit of a Texas route screen, which means the running back comes out of the backfield, looks like he's going out, but then comes back into the middle of the formation.
2nd down 4, 2 receivers left. Tagovailoa in the gun with Achane to his right. Here's the snap. Tua back to pass. Looks, swings it out right side. Caught by Achane. Makes the catch, and he's run out of bounds by Nixon on the far sideline with the 1st down. Across the 40, at the 42-yard line, up close to the 43. So Devon Achane makes that catch, scampers out of bounds, moves the sticks for Miami, a gain of 6.
And Ryan, I think that's the same play they tried to run on 1st down when they got called for the false start, because it was the same motion, and I think they wanted to get the ball in the hands of Achane early in this game.
1st down and 10 from the 43. Shotgun snap. Tua back. Looks right. Looks middle. Now moving to his left in trouble. Spins. Wrapped up and sacked back at the 30-yard line. Boy, the Packers just collapsed and gave Tagovailoa nowhere to go. Enagbari the sack.
Offside.
There's a flag as well.
Defense number 52. Lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Well, that's against Rashawn Gary. He was one of the guys applying pressure, and that will take away the sack.
Yeah, some would say, well, maybe that's part of the reason why he was able to get in the backfield so fast. But I will tell you this, that's one area that this Green Bay defense is going to have to work against Tua in this offense. How do you get him off of his first read? And that's exactly what happened. They get him to a 2nd and 3rd in progression. Now you've got a chance to get him down on the ground. But when he's able to operate quick, it is hard to slow this offense down.
Moving ahead to the 48-yard line, 1st and 5, pistol formation, receivers left and right. Tagovailoa gets the snap, and flags fly again. And this is going to be a false start against Miami.
False start. Offense number 89. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Julian Hill, the tight end. So kind of a sloppy start to this game.
Kind of looked like Javon Bullard, number 20 for the Packers, was trying to time up some pressure coming off of the slot. He gets close to the line of scrimmage, and I think that action coming up is what kind of caused Julian Hill to flinch a little bit on the left side of the offensive line.
And remember, if he's not in the neutral zone, then the offense can't move and say he forced me to move. So back it up, 1st and 10. Receivers left and right. Tagovailoa goes under center. Stands up, puts his hands on either side of his helmet. Achane remains the single back. Tua takes the snap. He's back, handed off Achane straight ahead along the right hash, and he's got nowhere to go. They got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Packers met him in the hole. Isaiah McDuffie was the first guy there, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with 9:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Every weekend on Westwood One's NFL Preview, Scott Graham and Ross Tucker break down all the matchups. If you missed the show live, you can listen on demand at westwoodonesports.com. 2nd down long now for Miami after the give to Achane. 2 receivers go left. Now it's Waddle in the slot and Hill outside the numbers. Tagovailoa waits. Achane lined up behind him in the pistol. Here's the snap. Tua back, looks, tries to hand it off to Achane, lost the ball. Tua gets it back, and then he's taken down at the 40-yard line. He looked left like he was going to throw the screen and then tried to hand it off to Achane. The timing was all fouled up. And fortunately for Miami, Tagovailoa got the ball back. And now there's flags on the far side of the field as a couple of guys are locked up and a pile is being shoved toward the Miami sideline. Officials trying to get everybody separated. And we'll see if this is going to be offsetting fouls or if someone instigated it. Officials are talking about it right now. As it stands, it's a loss of a couple on the play. And Sean Smith will tell us who's getting penalized here.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 9. 15-yard penalty. The down counts, 3rd down.
And Rack, that is the double whammy. You lose 2 and then get a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, you talked about a couple of players were kind of grabbing at each other at the end, and I think they started getting a hold of each other's face mask, and players were trying to, Jonnu Smith gets called for a punch to the face or a hand to the face to Xavier McKinney. He's the first one that gets caught for it, and this is going to back up Miami into an extremely difficult situation here.
Yeah, they back it up to the 20-40-yard line. So this is going to be 3rd down and very long now. They need to get almost to the 43, actually across midfield for the first down. So this is 3rd and 29. Tagovailoa in the gun, gets the snap. He's going to hand it off. This is Mostert off the right side, out towards the numbers. He crosses the 25. He gets out close to the 28. Rashawn Gary was there to make the tackle, and the Dolphins will punt it away.
Yeah, I mean, you get a couple of plays that start to work against you here. I mean, at this early stage in the ball game, you're just kind of conceding to a punt here. Got to play field position, hope that your punt team comes out, is able to change the field here. Jake Bailey really needs to get into one that first drive, even though Green Bay tried to help Miami out early with a penalty, just not getting anything going positive.
Jaden Reed is back to return, standing just inside the 30. Bailey, 23rd in the NFL in gross, 28th in net. He stands back just inside the 15-yard line. New long snapper, Zach Trinner for Miami, sends a low snap to Bailey. He's got it, gets away the kick. It's a wobbler to the near side. Reed moving to his right is going to watch this one bounce it around the 25 and skip out of bounds. And a little more pushing and shoving after the play, although this time cooler heads prevail as both guys go to their respective corners. See where the officials are going to spot this ball. It looks like they're going to have it right at the 24-yard line where it went out of bounds, and that's where the Packers will have it when we come back after a 49-yard punt. 7:53 to go first quarter. Green Bay 7, Miami nothing. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
This holiday at T-Mobile, I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop Double G.
Snoop, let's talk about T-Mobile.
Okay, cool.
This holiday, get 4 lines for $25 a line, plus 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence and the all-new camera control on us.
Let's get cracking. like a breakfast egg.
You can use those eggs to make some eggnog, Snoop.
Respect.
And people do love T-Mobile, where you can save on every plan versus the other big guy.
You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
Always a great stocking stuffer, Snoop.
We up out of here, so drop that jingle.
Hold your horses, Snoop D-O-double-G. Let's remind people one more time.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence on us, plus 4 lines for $25.
With 24 monthly bill credits for eligible trade-ins and 4 new lines with AutoPay. Well qualified customers plus taxes and fees and $35 per line connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits and credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. $829.99 credits end to be pay off device early. See how you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence available now.
Hey, Colorado football fans. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you are right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense reminds you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
See you right now. Welcome back to Lambeau Field in Green Bay. It's time now for tonight's Fact of the Game, sponsored by Mint Mobile. Switch and get half off unlimited premium wireless at mintmobile.com/score. Well, since 2006, when the NFL went to the Thanksgiving triple header, the 3 home teams have only swept the day one time. Happened in 2013 when the Lions beat the Packers, the Cowboys beat the Oakland Raiders, and then Baltimore topped Pittsburgh in the nightcap. Detroit has already won today. Dallas has already won today. So the Packers will try to complete the sweep. They've got a 7-0 lead with 7:53 to go in the first quarter. We're about to see their offense for the third time. If you're just joining us, Packers had a nice kick return to start the game. Keyshawn Nixon took it all the way to the Packer 46. Green Bay was able to do nothing with that. They had to punt it away. But Malik Washington muffed the punt. The Packers recovered at the 9. And on 3rd and goal, Love hit Jaden Reed for a 3-yard touchdown to give Green Bay the lead. Packers from their own 24 moving left to right. Ball is on the near side right hash. Love under center. 2 receivers stacked left, including Reed, who goes in motion to the right. Love back on a play fake. Sets a screen to the right. Caught by Tucker Kraft. Runs outside the numbers across the 30. And the tight end will be close to a first down. They're going to mark him down at about the 33. Jordan Brooks made the tackle. Gain of 9. It'll leave the Packers with a 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, nice job by the offensive lineman, Josh Myers and Zach Tom, getting out in front, picking up a couple of lead blocks, because you get zone coverage when you run a screen, which is what they had there. You get a lot of eyes in the backfield. So a lot of times the defense has the advantage because they're looking in the backfield. They can go blow up the screen, but it was the execution by the offensive line that allowed him to pick up 9.
2nd down and 1. Love in the gun. He's got backs on either side of him. Takes the snap, hands off. Jacobs running between the hash marks, dancing a little bit, has the first down to the 35, and then is stacked up and driven backwards there. Tyrell Dodson led the way. Some fancy footwork for Josh Jacobs, crossing the 35, picks up 3, and gives the Packers a first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm Matt LaFleur, too. I like my chances when I get 2nd and 1. They try to stay in those situations, and they're going to have a lot of success offensively when you got a guy like Jacobs in the backfield, the way that this offensive line is playing as well. But, again, it always goes back to first down success. What type of plays can you dial up to get 4, 6, or 9 like we saw on the screen?
Packers at the 35, first down at 10. Receivers left and right. Love in the gun with Jacobs to his right side. Wicks in motion from left to right. Shotgun snap. Love back to pass. Looking, has time. Throws down the middle. Pass is tipped high in the air, and it is incomplete. It was off the hands of Wicks. Watson had a shot to catch it on the rebound. He couldn't. Kader Kohu was in the neighborhood as well. He couldn't come away with it, and now Kohu is hurt. He's on his back at about the Dolphins' 46. It looked like he was grabbing at his knee.
Well, Kohu had a great chance at this pick, but as you mentioned, Christian Watson ends up coming in. Not only is he trying to catch it, but he ends up colliding with Kohu, which kind of breaks up the pass. Unfortunately for the Dolphins, Kohu's still down on the grass.
And he and Watson had a pretty good collision. It looked like maybe Watson's knee hit Kohu in the side. And so he is down, getting checked out. We'll step aside. 6:23 to go first quarter. Packers on top, 7-0. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, all branches of the military, veterans, and their families are eligible to join. And when you become a member by December 31st and open a new credit card within 14 days, you could get $300. When you have that, you'll feel financially at ease, which means you can worry about other things like what you'll do with your extra money. What if you decide to join a gym? What if you go to the gym every day? Will you become the annoying grunting guy at the gym? You have a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, your finances won't be one of them. Join today at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Must join an open membership savings account between November 1st and December 31st and open an eligible credit card account within 14 days of joining. Visit NavyFederal.org for full terms and conditions.
Happy Thanksgiving from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We're here at the biggest event of the season. The next biggest event, that's tomorrow, Black Friday. And even though stores are closed today, you can still shop every Black Friday deal online right now. But it gets even better because everyone gets free shipping with any purchase of $25 or more on Macy's.com. So you can shop now and watch Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on NBC and Peacock. Exclusions apply. See Macy's.com for details.
With NFL Sunday Ticket now only $89, there's a lot to be thankful for. Like stuffing your living room with Lions and Ravens and Cowboys and Commanders and Broncos and Bears. Not literally, of course. That would be dangerous. Get NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV for $89. Offer ends December 2nd. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. New users only. Terms and embargoes apply. No cancellations. Content restrictions apply.
Don't miss all the action of the Black Friday game on Amazon Prime Video with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Las Vegas Raiders. You can also hear that game on Westwood One tomorrow. Coverage begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations on the NFL app or online at westwoodonesports.com. Gator Kohu was able to walk off somewhat gingerly to the sideline. He is in the blue tent getting looked at now. Meanwhile, the Packers have it 2nd down and 10 from their own 35, 6:23 to go first quarter. Green Bay with a 7-0 lead. Jordan Love is under center, brings a receiver in motion from left to right, takes the snap, back on a play fake, sets his feet, looking, throws over the middle, caught by Jacobs in between the hash marks, angles right, and he's able to hop his way forward out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Tyrell Dodson was hanging on for dear life. Jacobs is able to get 7 and leaves the Packers with a 3rd and 3. And they are up to the line of scrimmage very quickly. 2 receivers go to the left. Christian Watson, single man right. Jacobs lined up as a wing to the right. Love back in the gun, gets the snap, back to pass, pumps right, pulls it down, throws left, got Kraft, makes the catch across the 50, down to the 45, and he is taken down around the Dolphins' 41. Love looked to his right, had nothing there, came back to Kraft. He picks up 17. Cam Smith made the tackle for Miami.
Yeah, pressure coming in by the Dolphins, so Love has to throw this one off of his back foot. And a little bit fortunate there that the coverage was not closer to Tucker Kraft because Kraft was kind of sitting down in the zone, and he had to lead him upfield. What happens a lot of times, you can get undercut by the defensive back and give up an interception, but fortunately for the Packers, Kraft is there for the catch and the first down.
From the Dolphins' 41, 1st down and 10, 3 receivers bunched right, including Reed, who goes in motion. Here's a handoff. Jacobs running off the right side. He spins out of an ankle tackle, gets across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Javon Holland made the tackle, gain of 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Green Bay.
It's been some opportunities for this Miami defense, kind of collapsing the pocket, creating some pressure, penetration, getting into the backfield, kind of forcing Jordan Love to throw the football uncomfortably. That needs to continue if they want to have some success defensively and ultimately get off the field on 3rd down.
Jacobs will get a break. Chris Brooks checks in. Well, actually, Jacobs is going to stay in the field. He's in there with Brooks. Love lines up in the gun. Jacobs to his right, Brooks to his left. Receivers left and right. Jacobs in motion to the left. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Jacobs, running straight ahead, 35. He's down inside the 30, takes a shot from behind, picks up the 1st down, taken down at the Miami 28. Storm Duck, the rookie out of Louisville, makes the tackle. Gain of 11 for Jacobs, and a creative play design by Matt LaFleur and the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that Jacobs was lined up to the right of Jordan Love, but he goes on a short motion basically right behind Jordan Love, but then the handoff after the shotgun snap comes on the left side of the quarterback, and I think that might have caught Miami off guard a little bit with the 2 backs in at the same time.
1st down and 10. Packers with 2 tight ends in the game. They'll line up to the right. Receivers either side. Love under center. Jacobs the single back. Ball at the Miami 28-yard line in between the hash marks. Love gets the snap. Toss it to Jacobs. Running right. Cut inside the numbers. And Jacobs across the line of scrimmage to the 27. He gains 1. Quentin Bell makes the tackle. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Share all the holiday joy this season with the convenient shipping and enhanced network of the United States Postal Service. For more information, visit USPS.com/holiday ride.
Quentin Bell, nice job there, the linebacker, getting some penetration against the tight end, getting in the backfield right away to get that stop on Jacobs.
Now Jacobs will get a break, and Emmanuel Wilson is lined up in the pistol. 2 receivers left, Watson single man right, Kraft in motion from right to left. Love now will bring Wicks across the formation from left to right. Love waits, hands in front of his chest, gets the snap, handoff Wilson, breaks right outside the hash marks, inside the 25, and Emmanuel Wilson takes it down across the 23 before Jordan Poyer, the safety, can make the tackle. That's a gain of 5, and the Packers again will have a 3rd and medium here. 2:53 to go in the first quarter. Green Bay 7, Miami nothing.
Matt LaFleur with a heavy dose of run game early in this game. Obviously feels confident with what Jordan Love can do, especially coming off of that performance last week against the 49ers, but he's liking how his offensive line is blocking and moving the line of scrimmage up front with Jacobs and the rest of these running backs.
10th play of this Packer drive. It is 3rd down and 4. Packers 2 of 3 on 3rd down. They'll go with 3 receivers left, single man right. Love in the gun with Wilson to his left. Play clock down to 1. Love gets the snap. Handoff Wilson, angling right. First down to the 15, down to the 10. He's tripped up from behind and taken down at about the 7. Poyer made a touchdown-saving tackle. It'll be 1st and goal for Green Bay.
Well, again, Ryan, we talked about a 3rd and 4. What's going on here? They're running the football. That just shows the confidence right now that the head coach and the play caller has in how this offense is opening up holes. Because Wilson, we're talking about a backup running back coming in the game, getting the trust on 3rd and 4. They gash the defense, and they get a 1st down inside the 10-yard line.
15-yard gain. 1st and goal, Packers now at the Miami 7. 2 receivers stacked left, single man right. Love under center. Jacobs back in as the single back. Love takes the snap. He's back. He'll hand it off to Jacobs. Dancing. Running outside the right hash. Inside the 5 to the 4. Down to the 3. Getting shoved forward. And he's down to the 1. Right on the doorstep. Jacobs got contacted around the 4-yard line. He kept the legs driving. Everybody else got involved. And now the Packers just a yard away from pay dirt.
Yeah, I read a quote this week from Matt LaFleur where he's talking about Jacobs, and he said that he's just a dog. He's a competitive dog. And I feel like these are the runs right here, Ryan. When there's 3 Dolphin defenders on him, he just keeps those legs pumping.
Packers up to the line of scrimmage. Love will go under center. Receivers left and right. 2 tight ends left. Jacobs is the single running back. Love takes the snap. Handoff. Jacobs up the middle. Jacobs spinning towards the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown run for Josh Jacobs, and the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead with the extra point try coming up.
I mean, how about the timing on the exchange there? Because Jordan Love, he actually almost gets tackled in the backfield. Benito Jones just immediately ends up beating Elton Jenkins off of the snap, and he's in the backfield and almost blows up that exchange. But Jacobs does a great job of evading that tackle, finding a little seam, and plowing his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Here's the snap, the spot, the kick is on the way, and it is good. 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's the Packers 14, the Dolphins nothing. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in-store for savings on top quality pieces. Get $40 off cowboy boots for men and women, $50 off select exotic boots, save on outerwear, and enjoy buy one, get one free offers on select jeans and flannels. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to be with family, and we look forward to seeing you in store during our Black Friday sale. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Tom Kelly's carbon fiber mountain bike. Because more than riding his carbon fiber mountain bike, Tom loves telling people about his carbon fiber mountain bike. Friends, family, even a local barista knows about his carbon fiber mountain bike. And that's why Tom's carbon fiber mountain bike, if you haven't heard about it, is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League. Along with Derek Rackley and the rest of our great Westwood One crew, Ryan Radke with you here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where with 55 seconds to go in the quarter, the Packers have a 14-0 lead over Miami. Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get the parts and services you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. 12-play, 76-yard drive, 6:58 off the clock. Josh Jacobs with the 1-yard touchdown run gives the Packers a 14-0 lead. That ground game, Rack, was on full display.
Yeah, that's what I talked about. So of the 12-play drive, 8 of them were rushes. They ended up going for 44 yards between Jacobs and Wilson. And that's just not necessarily common in today's National Football League where they run it that much. But I think Matt LaFleur is just seeing the success that they're having at the line of scrimmage and how these running backs are finding seams, staying on schedule with the chains. And you've got so many options as a play caller when you're sitting at 2nd and 1 or 2nd and 4. And that was on full display on that drive.
Mostert and Washington back deep to return the McManus kick. Kick it away from left to right. McManus on the approach. And he drives an end-over-end kickoff. Mostert will let it sail over his head. It's going to land in the end zone, take a big hop, head over the back line. And the Dolphins will start 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. So it's kind of been an ugly start, Rack, for the Miami offense. A lot of penalties. We saw a sack that actually got wiped out by a penalty. Mishandled exchange between Tagovailoa and Achane. How do the Dolphins settle in here?
Well, they got to get first downs. They got to possess the football. I mean, this is a critical drive, and it's only first quarter. I mean, we're talking about 55 seconds left in the first quarter. They're already down 2 scores. They've only had the football once. And Green Bay has just been controlling the ball. Already 10 minutes time of possession in the first quarter.
Receivers left and right. Tagovailoa lines up in the pistol. Achane behind him. Ingold, the Green Bay kid, is in the backfield as well. Goes in motion to the left. Tagovailoa back throws right side, caught by Jonnu Smith along the numbers out to the 40, and he leans forward to the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11 and a first down. Keyshawn Nixon made the tackle. They faked the toss and came back to a wide open Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, that's the quick strike passing game that makes this Miami offense so good. When they're able to give that play action fake in the backfield, make the defense move a little bit, and as soon as Tua's first in progression is open and he sticks it right on his front shoulder, that's when they can be dangerous.
1st and 10 Miami from its own 41. 2 receivers stacked left. Tagovailoa in the gun, backs on either side. Gets the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. Tua looking, throws left, caught by Ingold, hit immediately and dropped. So Alec Ingold, kid that grew up in Green Bay, dreaming of playing at Lambeau Field, out here tonight in a Dolphins uniform, makes that catch, gains 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8, but that play will happen when we come back. End of the first quarter here at Lambeau with the score, the Packers 14, the Dolphins nothing. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Black Friday at Macy's just got even better. Not only are there amazing deals, but we're giving away over $1 million in promotional gift cards tomorrow. All you have to do is be one of the first people to shop in stores, and you could get a $10 promotional gift card for all your Black Friday shopping. That's right. The first people to shop at Macy's stores tomorrow get a $10 promotional gift card to use right away. Don't miss the best Black Friday ever. Only at Macy's. Limited quantities while supplies last.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Start of the second quarter here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Packers on top of the Dolphins 14-0. Tonight's broadcast of the NFL on Westwood One is sponsored in part by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. Well, a first quarter that was dominated by the Packers. They have a 14-0 lead. You called this a critical drive for Miami. Pretty good start with the 11-yard completion on first down. 2 yards on that last throw to Ingold. Second down and 8. They've got it at their own 43.
Yeah, already kind of creeping up on midfield here. But think about this first quarter so far. 18 offensive plays for the Packers against just 7 for the Dolphins. So basically 2.5 times the amount of plays offensively, and it was just basically all possession time because of the Packers' ability to run the football. Miami just didn't have very many opportunities, and the one time they did, it was clunky. Everything was moving backwards, penalties, tackles for loss, and so they've just got to put together a couple successful plays and first downs, and they've got to answer with a score.
Dolphins moving left to right here in this second quarter. Tagovailoa lines up with the gun. He's got Achane to his left. Receivers left and right. Ball on the far side left hash. Here's the snap. Tua back to pass. Looking to his right. Throws short right. Ingold wide open. Makes the catch. Runs outside the numbers across the 50. Down to the 45. Lowers his shoulder. And taken down at the Packers 44 by Quay Walker. So Alec Ingold, back-to-back receptions. He gains 13 on that one. And it's a Miami first down.
I think Tagovailoa wanted to go in Tyreek Hill's direction, but he draws double coverage. And so he makes the right read by dropping this ball off to his fullback in the right flat, who was wide open. Take what the defense is giving you. Even though you want to get the ball in the hands of Tyreek Hill, you got to take what the defense is giving you.
From the Green Bay 44 now, first down and 10. Tagovailoa lines up under center with an I formation behind him. Receivers left and right. Achane is the tailback. Here's the snap. Toss play. Achane running left outside the hash across the 40. 35, and an ankle tackle brings him down just shy of the 30. They'll mark him down at the 31. Javon Bullard, the rookie out of Georgia, made the stop. But a gain of 13, Devon Achane showing off those Jets.
Yeah, we saw him shot out of a cannon. We're seeing that 4.3240 that he ran at the Combine. And interesting, GM Chris Greer said that Mike McDaniel was very effusive about Achane. I actually had to look up what effusive meant in the dictionary, but he said he was so convicted on his love for this young running back.
Two receivers stack right, single man left. First and 10 Dolphins from the Packer 31-yard line. Achane remains the single back. Tagovailoa under center. Takes the snap, handoff, Achane running right, looking for a lane, can't find one, hit immediately, driven backwards. Might have lost a half yard. Eric Wilson was the first guy there. It'll be a loss of 1. That'll bring up second down and 11.
Now, they always talk about leveraging the running back. Sorry, Ryan. And Eric Wilson, excellent job not letting Achane get outside, right? You don't want to let this guy at 4.32 turn on the Jets getting outside. So what does he do? He keeps his outside arm free, forces Achane to go back up in the middle. That's where the rest of the defense is.
Loss of 1 back to the 32. Second down and 11. 13 minutes to go second quarter. Packers have a 14-0 lead. Pistol formation. Achane is the back. 2 receivers right, single man left. Tagovailoa lifts that left leg, takes the snap, back to throw, looking to his right, pumps that side, now swings it out to the left, caught out there by Achane, avoids one tackle, avoids another, cuts inside across the 30, and he's down to the 28-yard line. Some shifty moves from Achane. Isaiah McDuffie eventually brought him down. It's a gain of 4, a play that could have been about a loss of 7 if not for the nifty feet of Achane.
This is why he's so dangerous and coming into this game with 49 catches this year, because when he's out in space, it's not 1, not 2 people miss in open field. That probably should have been about a 3-yard gain, but instead they get back to a third and manageable.
From the Packers 27 now, this is third down and 6. Tagovailoa lines up in the shotgun, trips right, single man left. Waddle in motion from right to left. Tagovailoa takes the snap, back to pass, looks left, pumps that side, now throws short, over the middle, caught by Hill, trying to get out to the sideline, and he is tackled right at the 25-yard line. McDuffie did a nice job to break down and make the play. Gain of 2, fourth down coming up. Let's see what Mike McDaniel wants to do. Right now, the offense is staying on the field.
Which that was the first thing that I thought about is what is his decision here? Is he's down 14, and Miami has not been a good team on fourth down this year. 5 out of 18. That's 28% last in the National Football League. But McDaniel feeling the importance of this drive, needing to stay on the field to get 7.
This is fourth down and a long 3. They need to get just inside the 22 for a first down. 4 receivers go to the right, single man to the left. Achane outside the numbers comes in short motion. Tagovailoa gets the snap, back to pass, and now they've blown it dead.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So whether the Dolphins were trying to draw the Packers off or just didn't get it off in time, the 5-yard penalty will quell any thoughts of going for it on 4th down, and the field goal team is coming out.
Well, Mike McDaniel ran close to the official, and I thought he was thinking about calling a timeout. They ended up snapping the ball, but it was clearly after the play clock had expired.
So Jason Sanders is on for a 48-yard field goal attempt. Sanders has made a field goal in every game this year. He's one of 3 in the NFL that can say that. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick from Sanders on the way, end over end, and it is good, but there are flags down. The officials talking this one over. Sanders is walking off the field to the Miami sideline. There's 3 different flags down. Boy, I think the Dolphins offense is coming back out.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 93. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So TJ Slayton lines up in the neutral zone, and now Mike McDaniel says, well, it's 4th and 3.5 again. We'll go for it. So take the 3 points off the board. The ball goes back to the 25, and the Miami offense is back on the field.
So that time right there was just enough for Mike McDaniel to have another thought and say, hey, I actually do want to go for this now that we've got that 4th and short situation. Going to dial up his best 4th down option.
3 receivers bunch left, including Hill, who now goes in motion to the right. Hill will line up just in front of Jalen Waddle. Tagovailoa in the gun. Waits, gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Looks left. Pumps. Looks middle. Now throws down the middle of the field. Caught by Waddle. Angles left. Down to the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds around the 9 by Eric Stokes. Tagovailoa going through his progressions. Finds Waddle down the middle. Gain of 16. It'll be 1st and goal Miami from the 9.
Gosh, that takes a lot of guts from Tua here on 4th down and 4. Great protection by his offensive line, but to hold on to the football. Looks left, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, comes back to his 4th in progression to find Waddle wide open coming across the middle of the field.
Dolphins have been a pretty good red zone team this year, 11th in the NFL scoring touchdowns. Receivers left and right, Tagovailoa under center. Mostert is the running back. Here's the snap, going to hand it off. Jet sweep, running right, Achane nowhere to go. Met in the backfield and dropped. Right when he took that handoff, Aaron Mosby, the 2nd-year man out of Fresno State, grabbed him around the waist, brings him down at the 15-yard line. Loss of 6 on the play.
Well, it looks like they're trying to run what we call like an influence pull because Jonnu Smith is over the top of him. He goes outside. The right tackle goes inside, so they're just hoping that the motion will freeze him a little bit. But Mosby ends up coming into the backfield being unblocked, and he makes the play in a tackle for loss.
10th play of the Miami drive, 2nd and goal from the 15. Shotgun snap to Tagovailoa. Quick pass, left side. That one is caught, but again, really nowhere to go. That's Malik Washington who got back to the line of scrimmage. Kingsley Enagbari made the stop. No gain. 3rd and goal coming up for the Dolphins from the Packers 15.
I'm actually surprised that Washington cut that back inside. I thought if he would have just turned on the jets and went outside, he would have had a better chance. Basically just kind of runs right back into the tackle inside.
Mostert in there is the running back for Miami. Dolphins out of the huddle will come to the line of scrimmage with 3 receivers to the right side. Washington and Hill outside the numbers. Waddle is inside. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, split off the line on the left. Tagovailoa gets the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. He's looking right. Pressure coming. Throws short off his back foot, and it is ruled a catch inside the 15-yard line. That ball was down near the turf. Mostert made a dive. I thought from up here it hit the ground, and now they are going to say incomplete. So replay assist buzzed down and said an incomplete pass.
4th down.
And that was the correct ruling. It's Tagovailoa's first incompletion. So back to the 15-yard line, and now Sanders will come on for a field goal attempt.
So they get the great 4th down conversion to continue the drive and actually get him a 1st and goal, but the tackle for loss by Mosby just ended up disrupting any success Miami could have to try to punch the ball in the end zone for a touchdown.
So now Sanders for a 33-yard attempt. Here's the snap, ball down, the kick from Sanders on the way. It is right down the middle and good. And the Dolphins are on the board with 8 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the first half. A reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the remainder of the season, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 8 minutes, 44 seconds to go first half. Packers 14, Dolphins 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Most people think child abuse is a bad parent problem.
Actually, the root causes may be different than you think.
Let us explain. Affordable housing for everyone.
That prevents child abuse. And access to healthcare in every community.
Prevents child abuse too. High quality, affordable child care.
Paid family leave.
School breakfast and lunch programs.
All of this prevents child abuse.
It's all about keeping families out of crisis in the first place.
At least 1 in 7 children in the United States have experienced abuse or neglect in the past year. Prevent Child Abuse America promotes policies, programs, and resources informed by science that help communities, parents, and kids thrive.
Because when we keep families out of crisis,
we prevent child abuse
from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org to learn more.
That's preventchildabuse.org.
Let's solve child abuse before it ever happens.
Furnished by Prevent Child Abuse America.
Hello, I'm Jose Hernandez, and I have been using a wheelchair since my accident in 1995.
My name is Andrea Dalzell, and I've been using a wheelchair since I was 5 years old.
I guess if I had one message for the general public, it would be that I appreciate your help. But please, ask first.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that I've actually got everything under control.
I think people get nervous. They don't know how to act, so they pretend I'm not there.
What probably bothers me the most is when waiters talk to my companion and not directly to me.
I think everyone with a disability can relate to that parking spot problem.
We know you're just parking in a disabled spot for a second, but please, don't. We're just looking for the same respect and consideration as everyone else.
United Spinal Association is dedicated to enhancing the quality of life of people living with spinal cord injuries and disorders. Download our disability etiquette booklet at unitedspinal.org.
Back at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, 8:44 to go second quarter. Packers on top of the Dolphins 14-3. I'm Ryan Radke. He's Derek Rackley. We're in the Grainger broadcast booth. Give your team an edge with Grainger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry, plus fast delivery and 24/7 support when you call Grainger.com or just stop by. Jason Sanders to kick it away after his 33-yard field goal capped off a 12-play, 55-yard drive. Took 7:11 off the clock. Sanders on the approach. End over end kickoff. Returnable for Nixon. Moving to his left. He's got it at the goal line. He starts ahead across the near side numbers. 15 to the 20, out to the 25. And Keyshawn Nixon out to about the 30-yard line. And he is wrestled down there. And that's where the Packers will start this drive. Jordan Brooks gets down on special teams to make the stop. Well, how about your impressions of the Packers offense so far, Rack? What have you seen from them?
Well, it's got somebody that's kind of old school in nature, feeling like you got to be able to run the football to set up play action pass and take your shots downfield. I think it's been pretty good so far, especially when you're playing at home and you can just grind away the opponent. So far, that's what we've seen from this Packers offense. Let's see if Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love decide to go take some shots downfield, thinking the eyes are going to be in the backfield.
Love will line up under center, 2 receivers stack right, single man left. Love goes to a hard count. Dolphins don't jump. Reed in motion from right to left. Now sprints back to the right. Here's the snap. Handed off. Jaden Reed on that sweep. Room to run. 35. Outside the numbers to the 40. Cuts back inside. 45. Still on his feet. 50. Coming across the field near the Miami 45. Finally brought down. They'll mark him at the 47. Storm Duck made the tackle, but Jaden Reed rips off a 23-yard run. And there is an injured Dolphin defender down on the play. Training staff is out to look at Benito Jones, who was laying on his stomach just inside the 45. But Jaden Reed came across, and Rack, you could see the minute he took that handoff, all kinds of space on that right side.
Well, Ryan, part of the reason is just because of what I talked about, is because there was an extra safety down in the box. Now, granted, it was a tighter formation from Green Bay, but But Miami's feeling like we've got to stop the run. We got to commit an extra safety to the box. So what happens is you motion somebody across the formation, you outflank the defense. You've only got one safety back deep to help make a tackle on the play.
While they take a look at Jones, we'll step aside. 8:21 to go first half. Packers on top 14-3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up. You can go farther and save on full synthetic with our oil change special. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic with an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for just $33.99. Get the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hey, Colorado football fans. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you are right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense reminds you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. When sending a package, why venture outside? Ship with USPS for a true holiday ride. Want to stay cozy and warm? There's no need to roam with free package pickup and labels printed from home. We have over 600,000 employees always in motion. And before you know it, your gift has delivered in motion. Spread the holiday joy this season with USPS's enhanced network. Learn more at USPS.com/holidayride.
All season long, you can stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by Pfizer. This RSV season, don't drop the ball. Visit VaxAssist.com to check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine. And fans, a reminder, you can listen on WestwoodOneSports.com on the NFL app by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports or on our affiliate stations' digital platforms. Benito Jones able to walk off under his own power. He is in the blue tent getting looked at. The report from the Dolphins on Cater, who a back injury. He was evaluated for a concussion. He has cleared concussion protocol, but now a back injury makes him questionable to return. Meanwhile, the Packers, after that Jaden Reed 23-yard run, have it at the Dolphins 47, 1st and 10. 8:21 to go second quarter. Packers 14, Dolphins 3. Love lines up under center with receivers left and right. Josh Jacobs is the single back. Love puts his hands on either side of his helmet. Squats down. Barks out the signals. Wicks in motion from left to right. Love has the snap. He's back. Fakes the handoff. Plants his feet. Plenty of time. Looks. Throws short right. Caught by Jacobs. Turns back inside across the 45. And he's down to the 44. That'll be a short gain of 3 on the toss to Josh Jacobs. Quentin Bell the tackle. 2nd down and 7.
Ryan, we heard Jordan Love with the can at the line of scrimmage. Generally what that means is they've got 2 plays called. There's a first and a second. They're planning on running the first, but if they get a specified look at the line of scrimmage, he's going to say can, which puts them into the second play, which put them into the play action. But he ended up having to dump it off to Jacobs, and it was a good come up and tackle from the Dolphins defense.
2 receivers right, including Watson, who sprints in motion to the left. Shotgun snap, handoff Jacobs, trying to bounce it left between the hash marks, and he's grabbed from behind and brought down right around the line of scrimmage. Jordan Brooks made the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and long coming up for the Packers, who once again get up on the ball quickly and now will fall back into the huddle. They're trying to catch Miami with too many men on the field, but as soon as they realize the Dolphins are able to substitute, they fall back into the huddle. Jacobs will jog to the sideline now. Chris Brooks will check in for him.
Yeah, and Anthony Weaver, the first-year defensive coordinator for the Dolphins, really kind of hoping that this defense settles in against the run and starts slowing them down and getting them into more predictable passing situations.
Officially 3rd down and 6 for Green Bay. 2 receivers left, single man right, shotgun snap. Love back, looks, throws over the middle, incomplete. Trying to get that to Jaden Reed. Good coverage by Saron Neal, the free agent from Buffalo. Got a hand in there to break it up. And now let's see what Matt LaFleur wants to do here on 4th down. Right now the Packer offense is still on the fields.
And fortunately, Jordan Love was able to get that ball out of his hands quickly because a stunt on the defensive line from Miami freed up Calais Campbell. He got in the face of Jordan Love immediately. If he would have had to hold on to the football, that would have been a sack.
Packers are going to leave the offense out on 4th down and 6. They've got 3 receivers to the left. Now Wicks will go in motion from left to right. Love is back in the shotgun. Play clock down to 3. Now at 2. Now at 1. Love goes to the hard count. The Dolphins don't jump, and the flags fly for delay game. And that will bring the punt team out. So LaFleur was going to see if he could get a free 5 yards out of the Dolphins. They would not oblige. Checking with Mike McDaniel to see if he wants to decline this penalty. Either way, the Packers are going to punt with Whelan coming on the field. Just waiting to see if McDaniel's going to give them the 5 yards or not.
Delay game. Offense. Decline. 4th down.
So Mike McDaniel says, I'm not going to give you the 5 yards, and Whelan will see what he can do about pinning the Dolphins deep here. Bears repeating, if you weren't with us earlier, Malik Washington has already muffed the punt that was recovered by the Packers at the 9. Washington is back just outside the near side hash of the 10. Here's the snap to Whelan. Hits an end-over-end punt. Washington backs up a little bit. He's got it around the 6, runs right to the 10, cuts to the 15. Flag goes down as he gets out to the 16-yard line. I'll tell you what, Rag, Malik Washington did not look real comfortable again trying to field that punt.
Well, not only that, I mean, tries to save this team some field position, and he does, but it apparently looks like the preliminary is just going against Miami.
During the return, holding. Receiving team number 33. After distance penalty, Miami keeps the ball, 1st down.
That goes against Saron Neal, who just had the nice defensive play, but now it gets called for a hold. And instead of having the ball at the 16-yard line, they're going to back Miami up. And the Dolphins are going to start inside the 10. Time to check the schedule of games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by Hulu Plus Live TV. Tomorrow, Black Friday, 2:30 Eastern, Raiders in Kansas City to face the Chiefs. Sunday night, the 49ers are in Buffalo to take on the Bills. And then Monday night, the Cleveland Browns in Denver to face the Broncos. Tired of paying for cable TV? Switch to Hulu Plus Live TV today to watch over 95 live channels. Live TV plan required. Restrictions apply. Learn more at Hulu.com. So the ball moves back to the 6-yard line officially. And that's where the Dolphins will have it, 1st and 10. 6:33 to go in this second quarter. Dolphins coming off a nice drive last time they had it, but had to settle for 3. High formation. Tagovailoa is under center. Durham Smythe, the tight end, goes in motion from right to left. Tagovailoa takes the snap, turns, hands it off. Achane running left, and he runs into a green wall. Falls across the 6. It'll be a gain of 1. But we've got another flag down to the Packers lined up offside again.
Offside. Defense, number 55. Lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
That's Kingsley Enagbari. And, Rack, that's already the 3rd offside penalty against the Packers in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, what has to happen here is your leaders on the defensive side have to say, fellas, listen, they're looking for it. They're going to call it tonight. We got to be more disciplined. We're giving away too many free yards here, especially with Miami backed up at their own 6 to start this drive.
1st down and 5 with the ball just outside the 10. Dolphins will go empty. 2 receivers right, single man left, tight ends on either end of the line. Shotgun snap to Tagovailoa, back to pass, looking right, throws right down the sideline. Mostert makes the catch, takes a shot, and hangs on. Out of bounds up and around the 25. Well, that ball kind of hung in the air. Xavier McKinney closed and put a shot on Raheem Mostert, but he holds on. It's a gain of 14, a Dolphins 1st down.
Yeah, just the recognition by Tua and Mostert on that cover, too. So this ball needs to get up and down. It needs to get over the top of the corner, but down quickly before the safety has a chance to break it up. But Mostert with great concentration and hand strength to hold on to that football after contact.
2 receivers stacked left, single man right. Tagovailoa gets the snap, handoff. Achane running straight ahead along the right hash. Another flag is down. Achane got back to the line of scrimmage. Quay Walker with the tackle. Flag came in from behind the offense. And we'll see what this is. The initial signal is it's against Miami.
Holding. Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Robert Jones, the left guard, started every game this year. Dolphins did get Isaiah Wynn back off injured reserve this week, but they like the way Jones has been playing, so they keep him in there. But he gets called for the hold there. That'll move the ball back to the 15, make it 1st down and 20.
Sometimes you just like to have the consistency up front. Unless you feel like there's a dramatic change when somebody else is in the lineup, it's just having the same 5 guys play next to each other means a lot for their continuity and makes your quarterback a lot more comfortable.
Clock rolling, 5-10, second quarter. Packers 14, Dolphins 3. 3 receivers left, single man right. Tagovailoa in the shotgun, gets the snap. Back to pass, looks right, throws over the middle. Smith wide open, cuts left, and Jonnu Smith dives out close to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him at the 29. Boy, again, just wide open. Jonnu Smith gains 14, and that will bring up second down for Miami. Tune in to watch all the excitement of the NFL this Sunday on CBS and Fox. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. Catch the NFL on CBS and Fox.
Tua early in this game now, 11 of 12 passing. The only incompletion, remember, Ryan, is the ball that was almost caught by Mostert on the previous drive. So he's been very accurate throwing the ball today.
Second down 6, Dolphins at their own 29. 2 receivers right, single man left. Tagovailoa gets the snap. He's back to pass. He's looking to his right. Pump, steps up in the pocket, wrapped up and sacked. Lucas Van Ness hit him first. Rashawn Gary finished him off. Back around the 26-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Miami.
That's one of the areas where you, like I talked about earlier, you've got to get him off his first or second in progression because Tua is not looking to run with the football at this stage in his career. We know all about the injuries and the concussion, so he wants to be a passer. And so he's not escaping out. It's not necessarily turning on the jets. You get him to hold on to the football, you got a shot to get him down on the ground.
Officially a loss of 2, so it's 3rd down and 8. Tagovailoa in the gun with Mostert to his left. Trips right, single man left. Tua waits in the shotgun, gets the snap. He's back to pass. Rush coming, he's sacked again. Kingsley Enagbari, a free rush from Tagovailoa's backside, and he buries him inside the 20. And the Dolphins will punt. Tua had no chance on that one.
Teron Armstead, the left tackle, he ends up hesitating for a second on the defensive tackle that's to his right. And then I think he realized that he needed to block the outside defender. Did not get there.
Here's the punt from Bailey. Jaden Reed signals for a fair catch and collects it down on a knee at about the Packers' 39-yard line. And that's where Green Bay will have it, a 44-yard punt, 3:03 to go here in the second quarter. It's the Packers 14, the Dolphins 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Improving your golf game is a click away. Get fitted for PXG clubs and hit the ball further and straighter than ever before. From their missile-launching new Black Ops irons to the breakthrough new Zero Torque Allen putter, PXG uses advanced technology and adjustability to deliver real and lasting impact to your performance on the golf course. No matter your swing, skill level, or budget, upgrade your bag with PXG clubs and take your game to a whole new level. Improving your golf game is a click away. Learn more and save $10 per club on select clubs at pxg.com/football and use code football.
Happy Thanksgiving from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We're here at the biggest event of the season. The next biggest event, that's tomorrow, Black Friday. And even though stores are closed today, you can still shop every Black Friday deal online right now. But it gets even better because everyone gets free shipping with any purchase of $25 or more on Macy's.com. So you can shop now and watch Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on NBC and Peacock. Exclusions apply. See Macy's.com for details.
Black Friday football on Prime is back this week. The Raiders and the Chiefs.
Into the end zone. Unbelievable catch.
An old school rivalry for a new game day.
Firing downfield. Oh,
Stream for free only on Prime.
great move.
Black Friday football. Raiders versus Chiefs. Kickoff at 3 p.m. Eastern. Pre-game at 1:30 p.m. Friday only on Prime. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/watch Black Friday football for details.
The Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon are taking over Orlando. Be there live on Sunday, February 2nd for skills competitions, unforgettable player moments, and a star-studded AFC versus NFC flag football finale at Camping World Stadium. Tickets are on sale now. Go to probowl.com/tickets to get yours today. 3:03 to go first half. Packers 14, Dolphins 3. Packers will start this drive at their own 38-yard line, first down and 10. Good news for Miami. Benito Jones, who left on the last drive with an injury, is back on the field. Guy that has played pretty well for the Dolphins this year, free agent coming over from Detroit. Boy, how about the Lions? Won again today. Detroit goes to 11-1 on the season, a team that just found a way to pull one out of the fire when it looked like Chicago was coming back, and there's going to be a lot of discussion in Chicago this week about the end of that game.
Talking about time and timeout management, maybe? Is that kind of what you're alluding to?
Yes. Time management or lack thereof. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Love back in the shotgun, hands in front of his chest. Play clock at 14. Love gets the snap. He's back to pass, looks, throws over the middle. That's caught by Wicks across the 45, and Dontavian Wicks is out to the 46-yard line. Gain of 8, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Cam Smith made the tackle for Miami. Well, Dontavian Wicks figures to get a few more reps with no Romeo Doubs tonight for Green Bay. Doubs suffered a concussion against the 49ers on Sunday, about the only thing that went wrong for the Packers in that game. And so with Doubs out tonight, Wicks in there had a pass earlier go through his hands, but he hangs on to that one for 8. Now backs on either side of Love, who's in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right, 2nd down and 2. Packers at their own 46. Shotgun snap. Here's a handoff. Brooks off the right side, breaks free across the 50, outside the numbers on the right 40, and he stumbles down to the 36. Chris Brooks finding open space, rumbles for 18. Jalen Ramsey made the tackle. And Rack, it's more than just Josh Jacobs. We've seen him. We've seen Emmanuel Wilson. And now Chris Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, 3 running backs that are having success on this offense. And Brooks ends up just running through a tackle from Emmanuel Agba, 6'4", 275. And the run game just working tonight for the Packers.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, sponsored by First Alert. Protection is key to protect life's moments, and First Alert is your partner through it all. Be prepared and install smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Visit firstalert.com for fire safety you can trust. Packers 14, Dolphins 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Your home, your family, your moments. First Alert is reminding you to be prepared and install smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Don't forget to add First Alert fire extinguishers on every level, plus the kitchen. And know how to use them. Protection is key to help protect life's moments. And First Alert is your partner through it all. Get fire safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com and Lowe's stores today.
MyLowe's Rewards members, beat the rush at Lowe's. Join MyLowe's Rewards for free and get exclusive access to Black Friday doorbusters on Thanksgiving Day, online only. It's the perfect chance to score big deals on the things you need, like the Amana top-load washer. Was $629, now just $298. Shop before these savings are gone, because Lowe's knows deals. Out 11/28, only on Lowe's.com. Member-only doorbusters and midnight Eastern. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change while supplies last.
It's that time of year again. Sweaters, fireplaces, and snowy weather. Probably. I don't know where you live, which means it's also time for Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Creamy, cold, delicious, and the only thing you'll want all season long. Whatever your winter looks like, snowy or sunny, it's all the perfect time to give yourself a little sweet treat, because if it's the iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist, gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's. Salted caramel frosty flavored with other natural flavors.
A reminder to stay with us for the halftime report, sponsored by Wendy's. Scott Graham will recap wins earlier today for the Lions and the Cowboys. Coming up on the Wendy's halftime report, Wendy's new salted caramel frosty is the only treat you'll want this season. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist, gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's, naturally flavored. 2 minutes to go, first half. Packers 14, Dolphins 3. Packers have it at the Dolphins 36-yard line, first down at 10. Each team has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. Miami will get the ball to start the second half. So you know the Packers would love to just run this thing all the way down and get a score going into the halftime locker room.
We talked about 3 running backs. How about 4 ball carriers? Remember, Jaden Reed had a 23-yard carry in this game as well. So Green Bay with 92 net rushing yards. Dolphins with 89 total yards in this game.
Backs on either side of Love, who's in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. First and 10 Packers. Ball is on the far side, right hash. Love barks out the signal, sends Jacobs in motion to the left, and a false start on the left end of the offensive line.
False start. Offense number 63. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Now, Rasheed Walker came firing off that left side. He was trying to get a nice block, and he went flying ahead while everybody else was standing stationary.
Listen, he thought the snap count was clearly on 1, because that was not a flinch. He was full speed to the second level. The linebackers, when that whistle was blown.
The linebackers were like getting out of his way. Like, what are you doing? First down, 15. Receivers left and right. Love in the gun with backs on either side. Left foot in front of right for Jordan Love. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. He looks right. He looks left. He's got time. He throws for the left sideline. Watson wide open. Makes the catch. Run out of bounds at the 20. There is a flag down. The defender ended up on the ground. So let's see what the call is here. As it stands, it's a 21-yard gain. But will it stand is the question. Did Watson push off? Nope. The initial signal is it's against Miami.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. Penalties decline. Result of the play is the first down.
Yeah, it's a clear pass interference here by Cam Smith as Christian Watson's trying to come out of the break. Both hands wrapped around his shoulder pads, holding on to him. I think that's a testament, too, to Christian Watson and the strength that he has. A lot of times, receivers are going to fall down with all of that contact. He fights through it, still makes the catch. Decline the penalty, first down Packers.
1st and 10 Packers from the 20. 2 receivers stacked to the right. Love in the gun with backs on either side. He's got Brooks to his right. He's got Jacobs to his left. Brings Wicks in motion from the right. Love gets the snap. Going to hand it off Jacobs off the right side. Now cuts it up between the hash marks, and he dives down to about the 17. Mike McDaniel's going to spend a timeout. Tyrell Dodson the tackle. It's a 3-yard gain, and the Dolphins will spend their first timeout with 1:48 on the game clock. Every Westwood One football broadcast this season is once again available on all Alexa-enabled devices. Just say Open Westwood One Sports. You'll be taken straight to the action. That's Open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa. So 1:48 to go now. Dolphins have 2 timeouts. Packers have the ball at the 17-yard line. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel calling a timeout, just needing his defense to get a play where it's a no gain or just a 2-3 yard gain to feel like he's got confidence they're going to get a stop, maybe just force a field goal attempt to get one last possession on offense here before the break.
Packers will go slot right. Watson single man left. Love in the gun on 2nd down and 7. Backs on either side. Brooks in motion to the right. Here's the snap. Love swings it out to Brooks. Makes the catch across the 15. And Brooks spins his way down to about the 11-yard line. Timeout taken by Mike McDaniel again. Tyrell Dodson, Jalen Ramsey together on the tackle. Gain of 6. 3rd and 1 coming up. And there's another injury, another Dolphins defender that is down on the play. And that's Cam Smith. Well, the Dolphins already without Kendall Fuller, who's inactive for a 3rd straight game with a concussion. Ethan Bonner inactive tonight. Now Cam Smith is banged up. They've got him on his feet, but he has got that right arm kind of dangling by his side as he heads off, and he is going straight for the tent.
This defense and secondary getting banged up in this game for the Dolphins. They still got 30-plus minutes to go in this game.
The officials had the ball at the 11. They've moved it back to the 12, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for Green Bay. 1:42 on the clock. Mike McDaniel has one more timeout at his disposal. We talked about it earlier. This is an area of the field the Packers are trying to improve, score more touchdowns. Last week, they got in the red zone 5 times, scored touchdowns all 5. It was the first time since 2017 they had had a perfect game in the red zone. This is 3rd and 2. Trips left. Love gets the shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws left. Caught by Jaden Reed. Gets a block. Runs across the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown Packers. 2nd of the night for Jaden Reed. This one from 12 yards out. And with 1:36 to go in the first half, the Packers have taken a 20-3 lead.
Well, both Emmanuel Ogbah and Storm Duck were lobbying for an offensive pass interference penalty because Christian Watson is the one that basically comes in and tries to get a pickoff block, and he basically just ends up blocking Storm Duck, which frees up Jaden Reed, and then he does the rest getting around the left side and into the end zone.
Brandon McManus is on for the try. While you were talking, Rack, I was looking at the replay because I was curious about that too. It looked like pretty good timing by Watson, that he waited until Reed had the ball and then was able to get just a piece to knock the defender off.
Yeah, that's what we don't get a chance really until we see the replay, and it was timed out really well from Christian Watson.
So McManus is on for the point after. His kick is on the way, and it is good. 1:36 to go, 2nd quarter. Packers 21, Dolphins 3. Timeout on the field. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Oh no, my phone. Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. Black Friday starts now. Trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Hurry into Verizon this Black Friday. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before driving through the car wash.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Wait, whoa.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
A reminder, join us Saturday, December 14th for Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the Army-Navy game presented by USAA. John Sadak, Mike Mayock, and Tina Servasio bring you all the tradition and pageantry of America's game. The 125th Army-Navy game presented by USAA beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern, live from Washington, D.C. For more information or to listen to the live stream for free, log on to westwoodonesports.com. Rack, you're on our college package every weekend, and Army-Navy, those two teams have both had outstanding seasons.
Yeah, they have, and it's been kind of fun to watch, and I've been fortunate enough to be on the call for a couple of those Army-Navy games, and they are special games to be at, kind of those bucket list items that if you're a football fan, college football fan, you got to try to take one of those in a season. Fortunate enough that Westwood One makes that a regular on our schedule. But yes, it's been a wild year, not only for the service academies, but all over college football as we kind of adapt to this new 12-team playoff and the SEC kind of beating up on each other each and every week. And things are going to come down to this final weekend to see who's going to meet off in the SEC championship and help decide that 12-team playoff.
Rack's going to be in Columbus on Saturday for the game, Ohio State and Michigan. That's another bucket list game, 11:30 Eastern. You can hear that game Saturday on Westwood One. You and I had a chance to do that game together a couple of times.
Yep.
That is another fun one.
Buckeyes definitely looking for a little payback this year.
I would say so. I think they've been looking forward to this for a long time. Brandon McManus with the ball teed up at the 35-yard line. Mostert and Washington back deep to return. Here's the approach and end over end kickoff. And this one will be returnable, taken by Washington at the goal line, straight ahead to the 5. Near side numbers across the 15, out of the 20, 25, 30. And an ankle tackle brings him down there. Had just a little bit of a seam. And Eric Wilson makes the ankle tackle. They'll mark him at the 29. Dolphins will start there. 1:32 to go in the half with one timeout, down 21-3.
Yeah, and here's the scenario. I mean, this is an important drive here. I mean, Tua's having a great night, 11 of 12, 95 yards. They just haven't been able to punch it in for a touchdown. But if they ever needed a 2-minute drill to score a touchdown, here is it. They've got one timeout left. They won the opening toss. They'll get the ball to come out the third quarter. They've got to capitalize on these two possessions.
3 receivers, bunch right, single man left. Washington in motion from right to left. Shotgun snap to Tua. Back to pass. Looks left, looks right, throws down the middle. Wide open is Hill, and he one-hopped him incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Tyreek Hill had found a hole at about the Packers' 47-yard line, but Tua's throw was low at his feet. Evan Williams was the closest defender there. 2nd down coming up for Miami with 1:27 to go.
Kind of a late adjustment by Tua to try to find Tyreek Hill. It just didn't look like he was able to fully step into it. The ball just kind of dies at the backside of the feet. Part of the reason Miami's struggling a little bit, Tyreek Hill, just one catch for 2 yards in this game.
2nd down 10, trips left, single man right. Tagovailoa in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass against the 4-man rush. He bails out to his right. He's looking down the field. He's going to tuck it and run across the 35. Near sideline, steps out of bounds at about the 39. Keyshawn Nixon came up to escort him out. It's a gain of 9 on the play. It'll stop the clock with 1:20 to go. And a 3rd down and 1 for the Dolphins.
And those are the ones that kind of get a little bit scary when you see Tua escape out of the pocket. He's running toward the sidelines and just doesn't immediately declare himself out. But Keyshawn Nixon, smart professional play, not hitting the quarterback.
Dolphins go empty. 3 receivers right, 2 left on 3rd down and 1. Shotgun snap. Tagovailoa looks, throws over the middle. Caught by Smith at the 45, and he's down at the 46. Quay Walker, the Packers' leading tackler, made the stop. It's a gain of 7. It's a 1st down. The clock continues to roll. Down to 1:08 to go in the first half. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tagovailoa in the shotgun with Achane to his right. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks, throws over the middle. Caught by Smith again. He's inside the Packer 45 and down close to the 43. Walker again makes the tackle. Gain of 11, another Dolphins first down. 48 seconds to go. Twin receivers left and right. Tagovailoa looks over the defense, lifts his left leg, takes the snap, back to pass, throws down the middle of the field again, and that one's incomplete. Tyreek Hill slipped a little bit coming out of his break. The throw was a little bit high, couldn't haul it in. The defensive back, I think that was Nixon, fell down as well. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 39 seconds to go.
The rest of these pass catchers doing a really good job, but Tua just not able to get on the same page with Tyreek Hill because they have got to find a way to get the ball in his hands in open space. He's somebody that could end up putting the ball in the end zone with ease. They just haven't been able to find that explosive play in this game tonight.
And Tyreek Hill is averaging under 52 yards per game this year receiving. 3 receivers left, 2 right. 2nd down 10. Shotgun snap to Tagovailoa. Back to pass. Looking. Throws over the middle. That one is caught. And Achane gets out of a tackle and then stumbles forward. Mike McDaniel will use his final timeout. Achane gets to the 38. It's a gain of 5. Clock stop with 31 seconds remaining. Boy, Achane got out of that tackle. Reverse course, went back to his left. And for just a second, it looked like maybe he was going to be off to the races. But the Packers got just enough to bring him down. Later on, we'll have to call the game, sponsored by T-Mobile. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today. All right, no timeouts now for Miami. 3rd down and 5. 31 seconds remaining. 21-3 Packers here in the second quarter. Dolphins have it at the Green Bay 38. 3 receivers left, single man right. Tagovailoa in the shotgun. Achane is all the way out on the right side hash marks. Tagovailoa waits on the snap. He's got it. He's back to pass. 4-man rush. Throws over the middle. That one is incomplete. Washington had his hands on it, but took a shot from McDuffie. Could not hang on. And now 4th and 5 with 27 seconds to go. This would be an awfully long field goal attempt. Mike McDaniel's leaving the offense out.
Little bit of a peek up field, but it was timed perfectly by Green Bay in order to knock this ball loose from McDuffie. And now Miami desperate to find a first down here to see if they can end this drive with a touchdown. 27 seconds remaining, no timeouts left for Miami.
This would be about a 56-yard field goal attempt. Well, the offense is out. Tagovailoa in the gun. He's got Jalen Waddle to his right in the backfield. Tua takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. He throws down the left side. Numbers incomplete. Sails it through the hands of Devon Achane. And the Packers will take over with 22 seconds to go. Now, Achane is only about 5'9", and that pass sailed too high for him. And now Green Bay's got it. They have all 3 timeouts. So you wonder if the Packers are thinking about trying to pick up a chunk play here.
They're definitely in the driver's seat. You're sitting at 21-3, 3 timeouts here. 22 seconds left in the first half. I mean, you can just say, let's go to the break and we'll take this 18-point lead, or you put your foot on the gas here and trust that your quarterback can make a couple of throws, and you can at least see if you can get another 3 before the end of the break.
Brandon McManus does have a career long of 61. His long this year is 51. Love lines up in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left. Love gets the snap. He's back to pass. Love sets his feet. Has time. Throws right side. Caught by Kraft, the tight end. Breaks a tackle. Runs down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the Miami 45. Jordan Brooks made the tackle. They'll mark him out at the 44. 15 seconds remain. Gain of 17. Packers still have those timeouts.
Yeah, now you can do anything you want here. You can throw the football in the middle of the field if you want. You got the timeouts here. The first down success here gives you a lot of options. So Matt LaFleur is thinking, I've at least got a field goal in my pocket if I can hit one more throw here to give our kicker a chance.
Jalen Ramsey has been a good tackler throughout his career, but he missed that one and allowed Kraft to get some extra yardage. Play clock running down to 4. Love in the gun, 3 receivers left, single man right, and Matt LaFleur is going to take a timeout. Packers did not get to the huddle, get to the line of scrimmage very quickly, and so LaFleur will spend that timeout instead of costing his team 5 yards.
Definitely had the luxury to do that there, and it just gives him another opportunity here on this first down play to make sure that he's comfortable with what he's got called to try to pick up a little bit of a chunk here and give him a more manageable field goal. Still plenty of time left, 15 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Now, this has been a frustrating half for Miami. If they would give up more points here to end the first half, I can only imagine what the feeling is going to be in that locker room. Twin receivers left and right. Brooks is in the backfield to Love's left side. First down and 10 Packers from the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Love looks over the defense. Sends Jaden Reed in motion to the left. Now back to the right. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Throws over the middle. That's caught. That's Kraft. He dives down to the 35. Packers call timeout with 8 seconds left. Chop Robinson, Tyrell Dodson combined on the stop. Gain of 9. Second down and 1. Packers still have 1 timeout left. I think maybe Matt LaFleur would have preferred that Kraft just went down right when he caught it instead of fighting for about 2 extra yards. But either way, the Packers have at least given themselves a chance at a field goal here.
Yeah, they're going to take one more shot, and I'm sure in the headset, Matt LaFleur is saying, Jordan, here's the play call, but we got to get the football out of our hands quickly. You cannot afford to hold on to it here. Still have the 1 timeout, but let's see if we can't pick up another 8 to 10 yards and make this an easier field goal attempt.
And same thing if you're a receiver, right? Unless you have nothing but green grass in front, you're going down right away.
Yes, absolutely.
Love in the gun, 3 receivers left, single man right. Brooks off to his left side. Love takes the snap, going to hand it off to Brooks up the middle. Brooks across the 30-yard line down to the 28. And timeout taken by LaFleur with 3 seconds left. So they hand off. Brooks goes up the middle, gains about 7. But there was just a second there where he was in that pile and you were wondering, is that clock going to keep rolling? Fortunately for the Packers, he went down. LaFleur calls the timeout, and now McManus can come out for the field goal attempt.
Right, you're thinking, does Miami just try to hold him up in the air, and maybe he just keeps inching his way forward before they end up blowing the whistle, but he does end up going down, and they have plenty of time to get the timeout with 3 seconds left.
So McManus will come out for a 46-yard field goal attempt. It'll come from the middle of the field. McManus 7 of 8 since signing with the Packers. And looking here to tack on 3 more, going to the locker room. Matt Orzik will snap. Daniel Whelan will hold. Orzik sends it back. Whelan puts it down. McManus' kick is on the way. End over end, and it is good. Inside the right upright. And the Packers will go to the halftime locker room with a 21-point lead. It's Green Bay 24 and Miami 3.
Now, Miami's looking like they're going to try to get some points on the board with their final possession of the first half. They're not able to get the conversion on 4th down. But because Green Bay does not use any first half timeouts, they take what's remaining on the clock. Successful 2-minute drive using those timeouts. They put 3 more on the clock, and it's all Green Bay at the break, up 24-3.
Packers have been dominating first halves here at Lambeau Field. Last week, outscored the 49ers 21-3 in the first half. Tonight, a 24-3 halftime edge for Green Bay. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from the Progressive Insurance Studios with the Halftime Report. Protect the stuff you love with Renter's Insurance. Visit Progressive.com. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected. Also, you forgot to renew your website domain, and now you're in a bidding war.
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room, and now everything smells weird. All right.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliate.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no Little League game. but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Welcome to the NFL Halftime Report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. Wendy's new Salted Caramel Frosty is the only treat you'll want this season. The iconic Frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating locations. Naturally flavored. Once again, here's your host, Scott Graham.
From our Westwood One studios, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you are enjoying our Thanksgiving triple header as we play game number 3. We have reached halftime at Lambeau Field, and on a chilly night, Green Bay a commanding lead at the break over the Miami Dolphins by a score of 24-3. Let's get you updated on what happened earlier today on your Thanksgiving holiday. The Detroit Lions and Chicago Bears going at it today at Ford Field. This one turned out to be a lot closer than you may have thought. 16-0 Detroit at halftime in this game. After the Bears put up a touchdown early in the third quarter, though, the Lions answered right back.
Gives the lone setback now. Goff under center, takes the snap, fake a pitch left, throw it down the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown. It's Sam Laporta, Thanksgiving Day, his second score off so much misdirection at 2:43 in the third quarter. It's the Lions 22-7. What design!
Jason Benetti right here on Westwood One with the call. The second touchdown made it a 23-7 game. Bears did get close in this one. It might be best remembered for the fact that they had the ball and a timeout and somehow let the clock run out with the ball in Detroit territory as Detroit hangs on for a 23-20 win. For Jared Goff, not quite as efficient today. Did throw those pair of touchdown passes, though. Here's Goff after the game.
Yeah, it's the best. I was just talking about it. You know, you have in your NFL career, you have these bucket list items, and holding the Lombardi is obviously number one. But like even the turkey after the Thanksgiving win is up there too, and that's something that I'll never forget. And so it was actually pretty good, and the stuffing was good, and we were having a good time, and it's awesome. It's a memory I'll have forever.
Detroit Lions now 11-1. Bears fall to 4-8. Game number 2 had the New York Giants and Dallas Cowboys getting together. Dallas had not won a game at home this year, but 7 in a row against the New York Giants. And in a lot of ways, this was going to be about somebody making a big play. Well, in the second quarter, one of their defenders did. Time for our T-Mobile call of the game.
Block from under center. It's a play fake. He fades back. He's pressured. He flicks it to his back. It's tipped in. It's intercepted. Streaking back 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! DeMarion overshowed. He finger grazed the pass, caught it clean, and he takes it for 6. A 23-yard return. Dallas takes a 12-7 lead. 11:29 to go in the second quarter.
That is the call of the game, sponsored by T-Mobile. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today. Dallas runs out to a big lead in this ball game as the Giants offense couldn't get out of its own way. Ultimately, the Giants scored with 2 minutes to go, but Dallas converted a big third down and ran out the clock as the Cowboys win it 27-20, their first home victory this year. Are they still in the playoff picture? At 5-7 right now, who knows? Cooper Rush threw for 195 yards and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb left this game with what appeared to be a shoulder injury as he came out, but Rico Dowdle, his first 100-yard game of the year, first for the Cowboys in 26 games. He went for 22, 112, and a touchdown on the game as Dallas wins it by that 27-20 score. The misery continues for the New York Giants. New York is now 2-10 on the year. Let's pause right now, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League. So 2 games in the books with Detroit and Dallas winning, both the home teams, and right now the other home team has a decided advantage. When we come back, we've been talking about it all day long. The NFL saluting the memory of John Madden on one of his favorite days, maybe his favorite day, when he got to his broadcasting portion of his career, and that is Thanksgiving Day. We will take a look back as we continue. Our halftime score, Green Bay 24, Miami 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
When the forgotten poor are suffering and in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, the largest floating civilian hospital in the world, with volunteer medical staff and crew who donate their time to save lives. Heroes of mercy, like these.
Every human being has the right to be treated as human, to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the look in the patient's eyes or the smiles that you get when lives have been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
We bring hope and healing to one person, but that person belongs to a family, and that family belongs to a community.
Together, these heroes of mercy and friends like you bring hope and healing to those who desperately need it.
Thank you! Thank you!
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org today.
After my father was on a ventilator for 20 days due to COVID, he had so many medications. It really was daunting.
According to the National Institutes of Health, 30% of hospital admissions in older adults are drug-related, like taking meds at the wrong time. Hero simplifies medication management.
I'm so thankful that something like this exists. It holds up to 10 different medications. It's all on an app, and you can share that app with a caregiver, so I can make sure that he got his meds. Is he missing a dose of his meds?
Hero Health's smart pill dispenser alerts and delivers pills with the push of a button.
It is really so easy to use and a literal lifesaver.
Try Hero Health risk-free for 30 days. Get free contactless delivery. Call 800-420-7550. 800-420-7550. That's 800-420-7550. Hero. Medication managed.
Welcome back to the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration on Westwood One, as we pay tribute to the Super Bowl winning head coach and legendary broadcaster.
A whole younger generation knows the man thanks to a video game. Beginning in 1988, Madden NFL football became the standard bearer for the genre, played by kids and current NFL players alike. According to former Raider linebacker Matt Millen, it's a connection to fans rooted in Madden's love of teaching.
John brought the game of NFL to the game of Madden NFL. And more people have learned the NFL through that game than they ever did, either playing it or watching it on television. But his ability to be able to teach on the air, it set him apart from everybody.
What we remember about John Madden is more than the video game, the Madden curse, the game broadcasts, the beer commercials, and the cross-country bus trips due to John's aversion to flying. Madden's last regular TV partner, Al Michaels, reflects on a legacy unlike any other.
To me, John would be maybe the most unique character in the history of the NFL. I mean, his 10 years as a coach were almost unparalleled. I think the other thing that John did is he made the game so interesting for viewers. And he created a different template when he started. I think he was as important as anybody because, along with the video game, made more people love football than anybody I could think of.
On Thanksgiving, it's all about the ideals and traditions, which John Madden not only understood, but also embraced.
To me, there's nothing better. There's no place that I would rather be today on Thanksgiving than right here, right now at a football game. And there's just certain things that go together. You know, the turkey, the family, the tradition, football, and we have it all today.
John Madden, one of a kind, and remembered on a day where we all seem to bring him along on this holiday of Thanksgiving. In honor of John Madden's legacy, the NFL's auctioning off game-worn and game-used items from today's Thanksgiving Day matchups to help support John Madden Foundation. Visit NFL.com/auction. You can bid on those authentic items and support John's longstanding commitment to underserved youth. We're at halftime right now. Big lead for the Green Bay Packers. Don't forget, Your early dose of holiday football continues tomorrow afternoon, a special Black Friday edition of the NFL. As the Kansas City Chiefs host the Las Vegas Raiders, Kevin Kugler and Hall of Famer James Lofton have all the action live from Arrowhead Stadium. That begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This has been the Thanksgiving NFL Halftime Report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. Wendy's new Salted Caramel Frosty is the only treat you'll want this season. The iconic Frosty with a salted caramel twist, gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's, naturally flavored. Our halftime score is Green Bay 24, Miami 3. When we return, Ryan Ratke and Derek Rackley will have the second half kickoff. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Colorado football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown, and he throws an awesome block so his teammate can score instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Everyone knows the most exciting part of football is the score. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. Place a first touchdown scorer wager today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Back at historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Halftime, Packers lead the Dolphins 24-3. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Indeed. Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed. Indeed video interview tool makes it easy and effortless to meet with candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credits. Well, the Packers outgained the Dolphins 213-121 in the first half. Green Bay able to sustain drives 4-6 on third down, but the Dolphins went just 1 of 6. Jordan Love 11-15, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jaden Reed had just 2 catches in that first half for 15 yards, but they both went for TDs. Tucker Kraft 4 catches for 52 yards. Josh Jacobs, 11 carries, 33 yards. Meanwhile, Tua Tagovailoa, 14 of 19 for 118 yards. Jonnu Smith had 4 catches for 43 yards. Tagovailoa was the leading rusher for the Dolphins. He had 2 carries for 6 yards in that first half. The Dolphins actually ended up with more time of possession. They held the ball, Derek, but only scored 3 points, and really had to hurt to see the Packers go down and get 3 right before halftime.
Yeah, just kind of keeping all the momentum on their side. And a couple things that sticks out to me in this game. We talked about the 2 best receivers for the Dolphins, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. Combined 2 catches for 18 yards in the first half. They have got to find a way to get the football in those 2 guys' hands here in the second half if they want to get back in the game. Miami also 1 for 6 on third down. That's going to have to improve if they want to get back in this game. Finally, Green Bay running the football. You talked about the stats, 102 yards through the first half. They're averaging 151, almost 152 a game. Third in the NFL. They're well on track to keep up that stat.
Dolphins will have the ball here to start the second half. The snow flurries have intensified here in Green Bay, showing 25 degrees. Feels like 13. Great time to tell you it's time for the second half kickoff. Sponsored by Boot Barn. Boot Barn celebrates the values of honesty, hard work, ingenuity, and perseverance, proudly offering a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn, keep west. Brandon McManus will kick it away. Raheem Mostert, along with Malik Washington, back deep to return for Miami. So still 30 minutes left here for the Dolphins to try to get things going. I guess if you're looking for positives, Rack, from a Miami perspective, for most of the first half, Tua Tagovailoa had time to sit back in the pocket and throw. The Packers did get those back-to-back sacks. Other than that, didn't get a whole lot of heat on him. But one thing Miami's going to have to get going, you talked about getting the ball to Hill and Waddle. They also got to run the ball somewhat. I mean, Tagovailoa, their leading rusher, was 6 yards in that first half.
Yeah, I see where you're going with it. And again, traditionally, I would say that has to happen. But with them trailing by 21 points, I just don't know if we're going to see much run game here in the second half. I think Mike McDaniel's going to say this game, if we're going to get back into it, it's going to have to be on the shoulders of our quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. So if they run it, I mean, my guess would be it's going to be a very small percentage of the plays that are ran here in the second half.
McManus will kick it away. Washington near side, Mostert far side. Here's the McManus kick, end over end. Returnable. This one will be taken by Washington at the 4. Along the near side numbers to the 10. To the 15, out of the 20-yard line. Takes a shot, and he goes down at around the 23. Aaron Mosby, who had a tackle for loss in the first half on defense, gets down to make the special team stop. A big hit put on by Mosby. And the Dolphins will start at their own 23.
It's not been the cleanest of returns from Washington so far in this game. I mean, he doesn't end up moving into that football as it's coming down, which creating some momentum moving forward, and then basically doesn't even move to try to evade the hit from Mosby.
3 receivers right, single man left. Tagovailoa in the shotgun with Achane to his left. 1st and 10 for the 23. Dolphins moving left to right. Here's the snap. Tagovailoa back, looks, throws short right. Tyreek Hill caught it, but he'll only get about 2 yards. He had the ball. Isaiah McDuffie was battling with him. The ball got knocked up into the air. Hill re-caught it and then is tackled at the 25. Gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 and a test of hand strength there between Hill and McDuffie.
Well, the concentration, but McDuffie had his right hand in there, and he actually does end up jarring the football loose with the concentration from Hill to be able to regain possession to at least make it somewhat of a positive play.
2nd down 8, full house backfield, receivers left and right. Tagovailoa's got backs on either side and behind it. Tua waits, gets the snap, holds it out, fakes to Achane, rolling left, under pressure, throws short, caught by the tight end, up at about the 29-yard line. That was Julian Hill that made the catch. Quay Walker brings him down, and it'll be 3rd down and about 3.5 coming up for Miami.
Yeah, and not even the cleanest looking play, that one. Fortunately, Miami and Tua are able to slide this one into Hill, but it was kind of tight coverage. He's able to pick up a few to just make this a manageable 3rd down. Miami desperate for a 3rd down conversion to keep this drive going.
Mentioned 1 of 6 on 3rd down in the first half. 3rd down and just over 3. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Now Achane motions out to the right side, outside the numbers. Tagovailoa falls back into the shotgun. Play clock down to 1. Tua lifts his left leg, waiting on the snap, and flags fly. Mike McDaniel didn't call timeout. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And Ryan, this one's on the quarterback. I mean, Tua's got to know where the play clock is. He's got to find it at all times. I mean, this early in the half, you can't expect your head coach to burn a timeout. Your quarterback, you're responsible for the play clock. And even if you're trying to make adjustments up there, you got to make them quicker. You got to let your center know that we need to snap quickly. A lot of times you see the guys clapping their hands, but that operation has to move faster for Miami.
So back it up just inside the 25-yard line. Call it 3rd down and 8. Trips right, 2 receivers left. Tagovailoa in the shotgun. Brings Jeff Wilson in motion from left to right. Tua waits, has the snap. He's back to pass, sets his feet, has time, looking, throws deep down the middle of the field. Incomplete. Trying to find Odell Beckham up at the 45-yard line. Keyshawn Nixon undercut the route. And the Dolphins go 3 and out. They'll punt it away.
Yeah, this football kind of flutters in the air a little bit from Tagovailoa, and it just gives the defense a little bit more of a chance to get underneath this football as Odell Beckham's running a deep dig route, and that ball is a little bit high and a little bit behind his receiver, allowing the safety to come in and help break the football loose.
Jake Bailey on to punt. Jaden Reed standing inside his 30-yard line to return. Bailey gets the snap, under no pressure, sends a high spiraling kick. Reed moving back into his left, signals for a fair catch and collects it around the 22-yard line. So Bailey does his job, does not give Reed a chance to return. They'll mark it at the 23. It's a 43-yard punt, no return. Packers will have it for the first time in the second half when we come back. 12:52 to go, 3rd quarter. Packers 24, Dolphins 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
1 in 4 Americans today are living with a disability. I'm one of them. I care deeply about creating a world we can all fully participate in, free from stigma, misperceptions, and barriers. And we've got a trusted ally on our side, an organization we can rely on, Easter Seals. Rooted in communities nationwide, Easter Seals helps empower millions of people, regardless of age or disability, through its life-changing services and powerful advocacy. Today and every day, Easter Seals is leading the way to full equity, inclusion, and access to healthcare, employment, and education. for people with disabilities, families, and communities. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Learn more and get involved at easterseals.com.
Did you know VA home loans are a key to home ownership for those who served?
In the military, we make a lot of sacrifices, and with the VA loan, it makes it easier for us to get a home.
We were able to purchase this home and then use the money that we were going to use as a down to actually fix up the home. I would tell anybody who is interested in getting a VA loan to just do it.
To learn more about VA home loans, visit va.gov/home loans.
In Movember, we're best known for the mustache. Well, here's the thing. Men's health deserves support year-round, which is why we're more than a month, more than mustaches. All year round, we're doing more. We're delivering more research, more treatments, doing more to help men live happier, healthier, longer lives. But we need your support, because the more we can do, the more fathers, brothers, partners, sons we can protect. Movember, more than a month. Learn more at Movember.com. Furnished by Movember.
Ryan Radke, Derek Rackley here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Green Bay. Huddle up with Grainger to get more done. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by one of over 250 branch locations. 12:52 to go third quarter. Packers on top 24-3. They'll have it for the first time here in this third quarter. Jordan Love will line up under center. Two receivers left and right. Josh Jacobs is the single back. Love looks over the defense. Brings Reed in motion from the left, takes the snap, handoff Jacobs, running left, looking for a lane, cuts it up along the numbers and spins his way to about the 25 before he is stacked up. Emmanuel Ogbah with the tackle, call it a gain of 3. That'll bring up second down and 7. By the way, let me clean up the stat that I gave you at the end of the first half. I said the Packers outscored the 49ers 21-3 in the first half last week. They did that in the second half of the game. So a dominant second half against San Francisco last week, a dominant first half here tonight. Means all these fans at Lambeau Field have been having a really good time, no matter how cold it is, watching what the Packers have done. Second down, 7 from the 25. Love gets the snap, fakes a handoff to Reed, instead gives to Jacobs, who runs straight ahead, but basically got back to the line of scrimmage. Dolphins did a good job there ignoring the window dressing. And now a third down coming up for the Packers as Javon Holland made the stop, 3rd and long.
Trying to show some misdirection in the backfield to see if they can get the linebackers and defensive line fast flowing the opposite way. Miami playing disciplined, especially in the middle of the defense, to get that stop, and they have got to get a third down stop to get this Green Bay offense off the field.
Officially a gain of 1 for Jacobs, so it's 3rd down and 6. Love lines up in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the left, single man to his right. Love points out to his left. Play clock is down to 4. Love brings Jaden Reed in motion from the left. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. Love has time. Taking a shot deep down the right side for Christian Watson. Makes the catch. Tumbling down inside the 35. Gets to his feet. Runs inside the 30 and is tackled there. Storm Duck was in coverage, but Watson beat him for a big play. And the Packers are in business again. Down to the Miami 28. It's a gain of 46.
Wow, the third-year pro Christian Watson using a little bit of a left arm chicken wing to create a little bit of separation between him and Storm Duck, and calling all night for Miami needing the explosive plays. How about it's Jordan Love and Christian Watson with the hookup for the big-time explosive?
Well, that's got to feel good for Watson. He dropped a sure touchdown last week on a deep ball late in the first half against the 49ers. Shotgun snap to the Love, quick pass left side, caught by Jacobs inside the numbers across the 25, out of back to 20, down to the 15, getting to the 13, and he is driven backwards there. So a quick pass to Josh Jacobs, nets 15. Emmanuel Ogbah with the tackle, Jordan Poyer there as well. 1st and 10 Packers at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
And Jacobs able to run through a tackle from the first-round pick, Chop Robinson, who's really been quiet in this game, coming off a sack and a half last week against New England, has really not made a factor in this game. And Josh Jacobs able to run through that arm tackle, showing the strength that he has with his lower half.
Packers go 2 back again. Jacobs and Wilson both in there. 2 receivers right, single man to the left. Here's the snap and a handoff running off the left side. It's actually Brooks just outside the hash marks, and Brooks takes it down to the 11, maybe the 10, about 2.5 yards. Second down coming up. A reminder, you can watch NFL Network and Westwood One announcers Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner each and every Sunday on NFL Game Day morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network. 2-yard gain down to the 11. Second down and 8 coming up for the Packers. Jacobs getting a breather on the sideline. 13 carries, 37 yards for Jacobs. 3 catches, 25 yards. 2 receivers stacked left, 3 receivers bunch right. Love by his lonesome in the shotgun. Brings Brooks in motion from wide left into the backfield. Here's the snap. Love back to throw. Looking, checks it down short left, and Brooks is crushed as he made the catch at the 15-yard line. Jordan Brooks was right there to bring him down. He's talking a little trash to the Green Bay sideline, and that'll bring up third down, a loss of 4. It'll be 3rd and 12.
And Jordan Brooks reading this play, seeing that they're going to go to the quick flare to the outside. He's right there to make the stop. And even though the explosive play came from Love to Christian Watson, Green Bay still looking like they got a field goal attempt, but Miami needs to stop it at just that, a field goal attempt.
2 receivers left. Now Reed, one of those, will sprint in motion to the right. Love back in the shotgun. It's 3rd down and 12. Ball at the 15-yard line. Play clock down to 2. Now at 1. Love gets the snap. Back to pass. Rush. Rolling right. Throws down the field for Reed, and he makes a one-handed catch. Out of bounds. He hung on to the football, I think. They're talking about it. He did hang on. He is down at the 6. That will leave the Packers with a 4th and 3. Javon Holland made the stop. The field goal team is coming out, which the fans don't like. They want to see the Packers go for it. Boy, what a catch by Jaden Reed as he reached out, snared that ball with his left hand, got possession of it. He took a hit. The ball was kind of slipping down around his hip. He hung on. And McManus is going to come out for a 24-yard field goal attempt. McManus has already hit from 46 tonight. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is on the way. It is good. And the Packers increase their lead. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream, delivering a quality shave and an honest value for over 100 years. 7:42 to go third quarter. Packers 27, Dolphins 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in-store for savings on top quality pieces. Get $40 off cowboy boots for men and women, $50 off select exotic boots, save on outerwear, and enjoy buy one, get one free offers on select jeans and flannels. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to be with family, and we look forward to seeing you in store during our Black Friday sale. Boot Barn, unwrap the West.
Hey, Colorado football fans. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you are right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense reminds you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. Customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call or 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, while we have just a moment here, I'd like to give a special shout out to the behind-the-scenes folks around the country who are instrumental in bringing you today's Thanksgiving coverage on Westwood One. Matt Higdon, Art Martinez, Curtis Poindexter, Nick Pope, Anthony Vitiello in our Los Angeles studios, and our Denver Operations Center, George Davis, Brent Lusk, Peter Michelson, and Daniel Finch on social media. Certainly appreciate all the hard work of those back in the studios. And thanks to all of our support staff on site in Detroit, Dallas, here in Green Bay as well. And, of course, thanks to all of you for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving. It's great to have you. Hope you've enjoyed our NFL coverage today. I know that we're certainly thankful to be here at Lambeau Field. And we were talking about bucket list games earlier, Rack. And this is one of those places, if you are a football fan, you got to make it to Lambeau Field at some point. It is truly an experience unlike any other in the National Football League.
I mean, it's really, you drive into the stadium and you just seem like you're in what seems like a small town, right? You see very modest houses all over the place, but I mean, you can be a few miles away and you can see Lambeau Field. You can start seeing the lights. And as you get there, it's just the field opens up and it's just this massive stadium sitting what seemingly feels like in the middle of nowhere. but everybody in this town absolutely loves this team and his franchise, and it is always sold out.
Yeah, this is one of those places. So many times now you go around the country and you see a lot of visiting team jerseys and things. Certainly you're going to see that here because fans make the trek. But unlike many places where people like the home team, but people also like this team and that team and that team. 98% of the people here, it is all about one team, and that is the Green Bay Packers. Heck, some of them have ownership stakes in this team. Brandon McManus will kick it away from right to left and end over in boots. This one will be taken back at the 2-yard line. Straight ahead, Malik Washington, 10. Out of the 15, angles right to the 20. Outside the numbers, gets out of an ankle tackle up to the 30. And he is ridden down there by Javon Bullard. Out at about the 30-yard line, and the Dolphins will come out down 27-3 with 7:35 to go in the third quarter. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Somebody asked me yesterday, they said, well, what would you compare Green Bay and Lambeau Field to? And I said, in the National Football League, nothing. There is absolutely nothing like this. Receivers left and right, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa in the shotgun with backs on either side. Mostert to his right. Tua waits, gets the shotgun snap, hands it off. Mostert sweeping out to the left, cuts it up, finds a lane, 35, outside the numbers, 40, stiff arms the defender, sideline 45, down to the 50, still going, and finally out of bounds. A penalty flag comes in at the very end of the play. Xavier McKinney ran him out of bounds. They're going to mark him out inside the Packer 45 at the 44. It's a 26-yard run for Mostert. Now, we haven't seen much from Raheem Mostert lately.
Instead, you got 5 officials discussing the flag.
During the run, holding, offense number 10. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Well, that's against Tyreek Hill. The hold came beyond the stick, so we're seeing where they're going to move it back. It's from the spot of the foul. So they're going to take it back to the 32. That's going to make it first down and 8 for Miami. Got a hold of Eric Stokes on the outside.
Yeah, you talked a little bit about Raheem Mostert. You don't see it very often. A guy that runs for over 1,000 yards has 21 total touchdowns last year, just a year ago, and he's nowhere near the focal point of this offense anymore because of Devon Achane.
2 receivers right, single man left. Tagovailoa in the gun. Mostert in the backfield. Here's the snap. Tua fakes the handoff, looks, throws short left. Got a man wide open. That's Jonnu Smith. Cuts up outside the numbers 40. Lost the football, and it's out of bounds on the far sideline. Smith got that ball knocked out, fumbled it forward, but into the Miami bench. It's going to go as a gain of 13. It will be a first down.
Well, fortunately for the Dolphins, Jonnu Smith is about a good 5 to 7 yards away from the sideline, and when that ball gets ripped out, it just ends up tumbling toward the Dolphins sidelines and out of bounds. That could have easily been a turnover around midfield in favor of the Packers.
They'll spot it at the 45-yard line, first down and 10. Tagovailoa in the shotgun, 3 receivers right, 2 left. Here's the snap. Tua fakes the handoff, little flip. Mostert running around the right side. He's outside the numbers. He looks for a lane, ducks his shoulder. He dives across the 45 to the 46. Evan Williams the tackle, all that for a gain of about a yard. It'll bring up second down and 9.
Brian, the problem, though, was that with some of the quote-unquote creative action forced Raheem Mostert about 10 yards in the backfield. So he's fighting all of that lost yardage just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And as you mentioned, he picks up 1 yard. So I like the creative play design, but it has to happen a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage so you don't have to run so much just to get back to even.
The other thing, Rack, that play took so long to develop. Tagovailoa actually took a hit when he pitched that ball from Lucas Van Ness. Trips left, 2 receivers right, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap. Tua looks, throws right side. Washington's got it on the slant at about the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him just shy of the 45, it appears. That's what they need for the first down is the 45. McKinney the tackle. And this is going to be 3rd and an inch for the Dolphins.
Well, you talked about it coming here in the second half that Miami needs to be able to run the football. Well, here's your chance. This is where you got to be able to run the football on 3rd and let's call it about 6 to 12 inches, Ryan. You've got to be able to pick up a first down by running the ball here.
Clock moving, 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go third quarter. It's been all Packers, a 27-3 lead here at home on Thanksgiving. Hill goes wide left, 2 tight ends right, pistol formation. Mostert is the back. Tagovailoa gets the snap, holds it out. Mostert straight ahead, didn't get there. He might have lost yardage on that play. Enagbare led the charge. And Raheem Mostert drilled behind the line of scrimmage, does lose a yard. Now it'll be 4th and a full yard to go.
Well, they motion Alec Ingold in, and he's supposed to be running a trap play, and he's supposed to be kicking out Enagbare, but he misses him. And Enagbare knows that they're running the football. He immediately knifes in the backfield to get the stop, and they do end up losing a little bit of real estate.
So now 4th and 1. Dolphins failed to convert on their last 4th down at the end of the first half, and it cost them. Tagovailoa lines up in the shotgun. 4 receivers left, single man right. Play clock at 2. Tua's got the snap. Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Fires down the middle, and it's caught for a first down. Jonnu Smith has it down to the Packers' 30. McKinney was in coverage and made the tackle. It's a gain of 16, and Miami maintains possession.
Yeah, and Tua ends up climbing the pocket beautifully here as he feels the pressure coming from his left and right. Probably could have tucked it down and just ran for it to pick up the first down, but he sees his reliable target, Jonnu Smith, in the middle of the field, and Tua saying in a quote recently that Jonnu Smith has consistently been winning his one-on-one matchups. That's the reason why he keeps going his direction.
6 catches, 72 yards for Smith. New career highs in receptions and receiving yardage. Pistol formation on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Tua back. Fakes the handoff. Fires down the middle. Got a man wide open. That's caught by Jalen Waddle. Inside the 15 to the 14. Evan Williams makes the stop. Gain of 16. First down and 10 for Miami.
And again, they had both Waddle and Hill lined up on the same side, which they frequently do. And Tyreek Hill was open on a little flare screen out to the outside, but Tua knew that Jalen Waddle had a step on the defense, so he just waits until he gets into a window where he can deliver him the football. Doesn't even look in the direction of Tyreek Hill because he knew he had an opportunity down the middle of the field.
1st and 10, Dolphins from the Packer 14. Ball is in between the hash marks. 3 receivers right, Smith single man left, Tagovailoa in the gun with Achane to his left. Tua gets the snap. He's back to pass, looks left, throws left, caught by Achane, runs along the hash of the 10, down to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with a 14-yard catch and run for the touchdown. And the Dolphins, for the first time tonight, find the end zone. 2:43 to go, third quarter. Packers 27, Dolphins 9.
Again, just the reason why Achane is the one in the backfield for Miami, because this guy is just such a dangerous threat. We saw the same type of play back in the first half, the Texas-flavored screen type pass where Achane's going out, comes right back into the middle of the offense, and he's got an offensive lineman in front of him, and he does the rest to get into the end zone.
Dolphins will go for 2. They've got the ball in the middle of the field. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Tagovailoa takes the shotgun snap, back to pass, looks left, looks right, floats it up for the end zone. It is caught, and the 2-point conversion is good. Jalen Waddle somehow able to keep his feet in bounds right in between those pylons in the near side of the end zone. Looked like he juggled it a little bit, but hung on going to the ground. The Dolphins get 2, and it's now a 27-11 Green Bay lead.
Gets his left foot down, and right at the last second, he taps the right toe. That ends up getting in bounds as well. So with the 2-point conversion, they cut it down to a 16-point Green Bay lead.
2:43 to go, third quarter. Packers 27, Dolphins 11. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Football is a game of inches. And just like on the field, winning in life takes dedication and teamwork. That's why Old Spice, the brand that helps men navigate the game of life with confidence, is continuously stepping up with its School of Swagger initiative. Did you know nearly 1.2 million students drop out of high school every year, with higher rates among boys of color? Mentorship plays a crucial role in changing this. Since 2020, Old Spice has been connecting boys with mentors who provide the guidance, support, and confidence they need to graduate and succeed in life. Want to help make a difference? Become a mentor with Old Spice School of Swagger. Visit oldspice.com/School of Swagger and help a young man unlock his full potential today.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch, because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and 1 blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards RealFit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
All season long, you can stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by Pfizer. This RSV season, don't drop the ball. Visit VaxAssist.com to check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine. And fans, a reminder, you can listen on WestwoodOneSports.com, on the NFL app by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports, or on our affiliate stations and digital platforms. Illinois plays 70-yard scoring drive for the Dolphins. It took 4:59 off the clock. 14-yard touchdown pass to Devon Achane. The 2-point conversion good to Jalen Waddle. And it's now a 27-11 game with 2:43 to go here in the third quarter. And that is the type of offense the Dolphins have been playing during this 3-game winning streak.
Absolutely. And it's going to have to be that way to get them back in the game if they want a chance at winning this one, because they just weren't able to do that in the first half. Still struggling when it comes to third down. They were 0 for 2 on that drive, so they're just 1 for 8 in the game, but they do get the fourth down conversion. They were able to get Jalen Waddle involved in that drive, and of course, Achane punching it in for the touchdown. But 2:43 left in the third quarter. They're going to have to get the defense to get them a couple of stops and then be efficient and effective when they come back out on the field offensively.
Keyshawn Nixon back at the goal line. Bo Melton standing at about the 8 as Jason Sanders tees it up at the 35. He'll kick it away from our left to our right. Still some snow flurries here in Green Bay. Temperature in the mid-20s. Sanders on the approach, drives an end-over-end kickoff. And Nixon will watch this sail over his head, take a couple of hops, go through the back of the end zone. And the Packers will have it at the 30-yard line, first down and 10. Jordan Love, 15 of 19, 177 yards, a couple of touchdowns tonight, 15 times in his last 19 games that he has thrown multiple touchdown passes. The big stat for Love so far tonight, no interceptions. Love in his career, 10-2 when he does not throw an interception in a game. He protects the football, the Packers win.
Yep. And then conversely, 6-11 as a starter when he has 1 or more interceptions. That was one of my keys to the game, and he's been very good with his ball security and decision-making tonight.
2 receivers right, single man left. Love in the shotgun with Jacobs to his left. Wicks starts in motion to the left, now back to the right. Shotgun snap, Love looks right, throws right, caught by Wicks, avoids a tackle, and dives close to a first down. Boy, that was one of those throws that had to be perfectly on time. Javon Holland eventually made the tackle. It's a gain of 10 up to the 40-yard line. And it is a first down. But, Rack, if that throw is a split second late, it's a pick for Miami.
Yeah, you're right, Brian. But I would also say that Storm Duck, I think, made the wrong decision here. He goes and tries to undercut it, thinking that he's going to get the ball. I think if he ends up running into and contacting Wicks at the point of catch, maybe he has a chance to knock the football away.
Jordan Brooks just went down into a seated position. And so the Miami trainers are out to have a look at him. Brooks, the free agent from Seattle, the leading tackler for this Miami team. He was fired up on the last drive after making a stop. He was talking smack to everybody in the green and gold. We'll take a break while they look at him. 2:17 remaining third quarter. Packers 27, Dolphins 11. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, all branches of the military, veterans, and their families are eligible to join. And when you become a member by December 31st and open a new credit card within 14 days, you could get $300. When you have that, you'll feel financially at ease, which means you can worry about other things like what you'll do with your extra money. What if you decide to join a gym? What if you go to the gym every day? Will you become the annoying, grunting guy at the gym? You have a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, your finances won't be one of them. Join today at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Must join an open membership savings account between November 1st and December 31st and open an eligible credit card account within 14 days of joining. Visit NavyFederal.org for full terms and conditions.
O'Reilly! Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines to protect against wear and deposits. Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select filter for just $32.99. In-store only. Limits apply. Learn more at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Guys, it's finally here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. It's cold, salted, yet perfectly sweet, delicious, and it's at the top of Santa's Christmas list. What? Santa has a list too, you know. And he's a huge salted caramel frosty fan. Probably why he's so jolly all the time. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Salted caramel frosty flavored with other natural flavors.
A reminder, you can once again listen to every Westwood One NFL broadcast this season for free via the NFL app. From now until Super Bowl 59 in February, the NFL is on Westwood One, and it's on the NFL app too. Download for free today. 2:17 to go here in the third quarter. Packers 27, Dolphins 11. Jordan Brooks getting looked at in the blue tent on the Dolphins sideline. Packers have a first down and 10. Love lines up in the shotgun. He's got two receivers left, single man right. Here's the snap. Love fakes a handoff. Throws right side. Batted down by Jalen Ramsey and incomplete. So Jalen Ramsey able to get his hands up there and bat it down. That'll bring up second down and 10. Just a fifth incompletion for Jordan Love tonight.
Ryan, we talked about some of the defensive injuries for the Dolphins. Jordan Brooks, though, he's been not only healthy all season, he's played in every single snap this year. He has to come out on the previous play after getting injured, so those are starting to mount up a little bit here for the Dolphins defense.
Two receivers left and right, second down and 10. Love in the shotgun with Jacobs to his left. Here's the snap. Love back to pass. Looks, fires over the middle. That's caught at the 45-yard line by Wicks. He's able to spin forward. Now pinballs his way off a tackler, and he ends up close to a first down. Wicks caught that ball at the 46. He then got hit from behind and bounced forward almost to the 49. Dodson and Bell combine on the tackle. It's going to leave the Packers with a third and short. It's going to be third and a yard after a gain of 9.
Yeah, Dolphins just desperate to get a stop here, especially the way that they saw their offense on the field on the previous drive, able to finally find some consistency. They've got to find a way to get off the field, but tough here with 3rd and 1, having Josh Jacobs in the backfield.
Packers 5 of 8 on third down tonight. Two receivers left, one right. That's Reed who goes in motion left. Shotgun snap. Love hands off Jacobs. Hit in the backfield. He's not going to get anywhere close. Jacobs lost yardage all the way back to the 47-yard line. Bell and Jones combine on the stop, and the punt team is coming out. On 3rd and a yard, Jacobs loses 2. And Daniel Whelan is out to give the ball back to Miami.
Yeah, it looked like it was Quentin Bell that was the first to get in the backfield, and he creates that initial penetration. It looks like for a hot second there, Jacobs was going to spin out of it, but the rest of the Miami defense was there to get that stop, and they get the Packers offense off the field on 3rd down.
You know, give credit to Miami. You talked about their run defense early as Whelan takes the snap. And here comes a high, short, twisting punt. Washington will let this one bounce at the 20. It takes a Dolphins bounce and is down by the Packers at about the 19-yard line. That ball hit just inside the 20 and bounced back. And the Packers catch it. Macy's Black Friday starts now. Let Macy's be your guide to the best deals on the best gifts, like coats to keep you warm, designer suits from top names, and dresses for every occasion. Today at Macy's. They're going to spot the ball at the 18-yard line. So that's where the Dolphins will start here, first down and 10. So just to go back to the point, Josh Jacobs, 14 carries, 35 yards. They've done a good job against him, coming off a 100-yard game with 3 touchdowns a week ago against San Francisco.
Yeah, they've been able to bottle him up much better than most opponents have this season, but it's been kind of more of your total team effort for this Green Bay offense running the football. At least it was in the first half. Miami finally getting the stop that they so desperately needed. And now Tua and company trying to go back to work to see if they can get another touchdown back on the scoreboard.
From their own 18, first and 10. Receivers left and right. Tagovailoa takes the snap, fakes the toss, back to throw, throws over the middle. Hill wide open, makes the catch and goes down around the 31-yard line. Evan Williams, the 4th-round pick out of Oregon, touches him down after a gain of 13. Once again, Tua right on time. Hill finds a window. And he moves the sticks. There is an injured Dolphin down on the field. That's Kendall Lamb, the right tackle, who was down on a knee back at the 15-yard line. And the trainers will have to come out and look at him. Well, Rack, we'll see what happens with this game tonight. There's still 15 minutes plus to go. Packers have controlled it for the most part. But Tua Tagovailoa is now 22 of 28 for 205 yards, a touchdown. He has not been picked off. I think if you had told Mike McDaniel going in that he would have those numbers through 3 quarters on a cold night in Green Bay, he'd probably take it.
He would, but I'm sure he would also say, I wish there was 2 more touchdown passes on top of what he's got right now, because he's seeing that they just haven't been able to put points on the board. So, as you mentioned, Kendall Lamb's down. He's going to have to come off for at least a play, if not longer. Looks like Patrick Paul is going to come in and end up filling in for him. A lot of times NFL has their backup tackle is what you call a swing tackle. So he's got enough experience and comfortability playing on both sides, whether left or right ends up going down. Paul did have a start earlier this year when Teron Armstead was dealing with some injuries. So he's got experience out there, but not going to have Kendall Lamb for the foreseeable future.
Lamb, a second rounder out of Houston. You mentioned had the start for Armstead earlier this year. Armstead was questionable coming into tonight with a knee issue. They actually got him out of the game early last week, got him some extra rest, and that may be why he's able to play tonight. Dolphins 1st and 10 from their own 31. Receivers left and right. Tua back in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off Mostert, sweeping left, gets outside the numbers toward the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds up at the 30-40-yard line. Gain of 3. Carrington Valentine, the cornerback, knocks him out, and that is the final play of the third quarter. 15 minutes to go here at Lambeau Field. Packers 27, Dolphins 11. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
The NFL is committed to sticking to your game plan and always betting responsibly. If you bet, remember to set your limits, never chase your losses, and only bet what you can afford to lose. To learn more about responsible betting and discover resources to help build your game plan, visit the National Council of Problem Gambling at responsibleplay.org. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, please call or text the following 24-hour confidential helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
Happy Thanksgiving from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We're here at the biggest event of the season. The next biggest event, that's tomorrow, Black Friday. And even though stores are closed today, you can still shop every Black Friday deal online right now. But it gets even better, because everyone gets free shipping with any purchase of $25 or more on Macy's.com. So you can shop now and watch Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on NBC and Peacock. Exclusions apply. See Macy's.com for details.
It's that time of year again. Sweaters, fireplaces, and snowy weather. Probably. I don't know where you live, which means it's also time for Wendy's new Salted Caramel Frosty. Creamy, cold, delicious, and the only thing you'll want all season long. Whatever your winter looks like, snowy or sunny, it's all the perfect time to give yourself a little sweet treat, cause if it's the iconic Frosty with a salted caramel twist, gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's. Salted Caramel Frosty flavored with other natural flavors.
Brian Radke, Derek Rackley here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Green Bay. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger, offering over 1 million industrial-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. 15 minutes to go. Packers 27, Dolphins 11. A game where the Packers have really had a big lead throughout, Derek. But this is a big drive for Miami. They went down. They got a touchdown. They're within 16. They go down and get another touchdown here. They can put a little pressure on Green Bay for really the first time tonight.
Yeah, I mean, then you start thinking about, okay, possessions. How many true possessions does Miami have a chance to get in one quarter, which I would say is generally 3, right? Unless you get a quick interception or something like that, you're looking at maybe 3 and sometimes even 2 if the Packers can come out and they can put together a long drive. So your opportunities are limited. So every single chance you get, you've got to try to put a touchdown on the board. Field goals do no good for you right now.
Tua Tagovailoa, 22 of 28, 205 yards and a touchdown. Dolphins have a second down and 7. The ball at their own 34-yard line, moving right to left. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Tagovailoa back in the shotgun, lifts his left leg, and the Packers come charging across the line of scrimmage. This is going to be the 4th offside penalty against Green Bay tonight.
Defense number 95, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Well, that's Devontae Wyatt, the third-year man out of Georgia that got a quick start. And so that gives Miami a free 5 yards. More good news for the Dolphins. Kendall Lamb right back in the ballgame at right tackle. So now the Dolphins have just 2 yards to go. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Here's the snap, Tua back, quick throw right side, caught, Achane outside the numbers, and looks like he got the first down. Needed the 41, and that's exactly where he got. Miami picks up 2, and they've got the first down.
You know, you're kind of talking about whether or not Miami would establish the run in the second half. But those plays right there, Ryan, you have to consider a running plays for Miami, right? When they just throw the ball quickly out to the perimeter to Achane or one of the other receivers, they're just trying to get an extension of the running game, but out on the perimeter to see if one of those guys could just make the first tackler miss, and a 2-yard gain turns into maybe a 20-yard gain.
Dolphins from their own 42, 1st and 10. 2 receivers left, single man right, pistol formation. Tagovailoa the snap, fakes the toss, steps up in the pocket, throws down the middle. He's got Hill inside the 40-yard line, lowers his shoulder, and he's down inside the Green Bay 35. Give him the 34. Carrington Valentine with the tackle. Tagovailoa climbs the pocket again and finds Tyreek Hill for a big play.
Yeah, feeling the pressure from Colby Wooden, number 96 from Green Bay, gets in the backfield immediately. So Tua, as you mentioned, climbs the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, throws this one slightly out in front of Tyreek Hill, but an excellent arm-reaching, hand-snatch catch by Hill to pick up the first down.
24-yard gain, 1st and 10 from the Packer 34. Ball is on the far side right hash. Receivers left and right. Pistol formation. Tagovailoa claps his hands. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap. Handoff off the left side. Achane slips the first tackle, not the second. Able to fall forward. And he picks up about a yard to the 33. Isaiah McDuffie with the stop for the Packers. 2nd down and long coming up. 13 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Packers 27, Dolphins 11, but Miami is on the move.
Miami keeps Alec Ingold, the fullback, in the game because he can do so much for them. They feel confident with him coming out of the backfield if they need to throw him the ball, but also he can be that extra protector to just kind of make sure that everything is solidified initially before he ends up leaking out late on his route.
2nd down 9. 2 in the shotgun, gets the snap. He's back to pass. Tagovailoa looking. He throws short to the left. That's caught by Achane at the 30-yard line. Wrapped up by McDuffie right away and brought down. Gain of 3. And a 3rd down and 6 now awaits the Dolphins.
Think about the top 2 receivers for Miami in this game is Achane now with his 7th catch in the game, and Jonnu Smith 6 for 72. You'd think that those would be Hill and Waddle at the top, but it's tight end and running back, the 2 biggest receiving threats in this game for the Dolphins.
Dolphins need to get just shy of the 24 for a first down. They'll go empty with 3 receivers right, 2 left. Tagovailoa back in the gun. Packers show blitz. Here's the snap. They fake it. Tagovailoa throws right. Wide open. Beckham makes the catch and slides down at the 21. Another first down. Another wide open receiver. Gain of 9 on the play. Tagovailoa took a hit when he released that ball.
And this might be a roughing the passer on Rashawn Gary, 52.
He put a hit on Tua. The question, was it late? Officials are having a long talk about this. The official who threw it is picking up his flag, putting it back in his belt. Boy, this is taking a long time. They're also talking to the Dolphins coaching staff on the far sideline.
There's no foul on the play for roughing the passer. Result of the play is a first down.
So after all that, they pick up the flag, but it will be a first down for the Dolphins as Odell Beckham made that catch. For Beckham, just his 8th catch of the year. Let's get a look at the replay, Rack. Good idea to pick up the flag or no?
Yeah, I think it was because there wasn't any, serious contact in the head or neck area, and Gary kind of let up with his shoulders. He didn't wrap up and fall down on top of him or aggressively throw him down to the ground.
Dolphins have a 1st and 10 from the Packer 21. Receivers left and right. Pistol formation. Here's the snap. Tagovailoa fakes the toss. Fires over the middle. Man wide open again. That's Waddle at the 10, and he's down to the 9. McDuffie and Walker combine on the stop. 1st and goal, Dolphins.
Just spreading the football around to all of these different receivers. Now 9 different players have caught a pass for the Dolphins, and he's finally getting the ball into the hands of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle here in the second half after those 2 were essentially just shut down in the first half. That's part of the reason why late here the Dolphins are getting some momentum moving the football down the field.
1st down and goal. Two receivers stack left, single man right, Ingold in motion to the right. Here's a handoff to Achane, starts right, cuts back left. He's inside the 5. He's hit from behind. He leans forward down to the 2 and maybe the 1. Javon Bullard with the tackle. It's a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line for the Dolphins.
Well, I just talked about Alec Ingold a minute ago. He comes back on a little bit of a peel back block to make sure he holds off the left side or the back side. And that's where Achane ends up breaking that run back to. So without that block, he's likely tackled around the line of scrimmage instead, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
10th play of the drive coming up. I formation behind Tagovailoa, single wide receiver off to the right. 2 under center, takes the snap, turns, hands it off Achane, running right side. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary was there to meet him as he took that handoff. And that'll bring up a 3rd and goal for the Dolphins as we tick down to 10:09 remaining here at Lambeau. 27-11 Green Bay.
Jonnu Smith ends up coming back into the game. Alec Ingold comes out. I would not be surprised, Ryan, if you see one of those quick passes out to the perimeter. Try to get somebody as a lead blocker out front. Maybe get the ball in the hands of Achane outside or one of these receivers.
Pistol formation again. Achane, the running back, now will shift to Tagovailoa's left hip. Waddle single receiver left. Here's the snap. Tua fakes the handoff. Rolling to his left, throws short, and it's knocked down, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jonnu Smith, but Keyshawn Nixon got a hand in to swat it away. It'll be 4th and goal from the 1. Packers finally got a little heat on Tua.
It's really good discipline and eye discipline from Keyshawn Nixon right there, not falling for the action in the backfield. He keeps his eyes on Jonnu Smith, who's sliding back behind the line of scrimmage on the snap. So what happens is a lot of times he gets lost behind those big offensive linemen. But Keyshawn Nixon disciplined with his eyes.
4th down and goal. Pistol formation. Achane the running back. Receivers left and right. Ingold in motion to the right. Here's the snap. Tagovailoa fake. Looking. Steps up, hit and sacked. The Packers get home and sack Tagovailoa, and Green Bay will take over. There is a penalty flag, but it's against the Dolphins.
Holding. Offense number 74. That penalties decline. Result of the play is turnover on down. 1st down, Green Bay. Timeout.
It was Quay Walker that got the sack.
Well, they put the pressure on their quarterback, and this pocket just immediately ends up collapsing. Nowhere for Tua to go with the football. Even gets a holding penalty, which is supposed to help him get more time, and it still collapsed, and Green Bay takes over.
9:33 remaining at Lambeau Field. Packers 27, Dolphins 11. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals, because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
James Brown and Bill Cowher welcoming you back to Dennis Melvin's house. It's time for the Midnight Snack Run.
This is one turkey obstacle course. Sticking to healthy habits in this kitchen is going to take focus and determination, but it can be done, JB.
He's already entered the snack part of the course, and he's eyeballing a jar of chocolate candy.
That is tempting right off the start.
Uh-oh, he's reaching, Bill, but he pushes it away.
Great stiff arm.
He's approaching a plate of delicious-looking iced cookies.
Oh, Dennis, you only want one of those?
He blows right by him for the apple.
Oh, the fridge. It's make or break time, JB.
He stares down some rich-looking treats. Uh-oh, looks like he's headed for the soda. Wait, he jukes left, grabs the water bottle, and shuts the door with his elbow in record time.
Unbelievable move. I gotta see that again.
And he's out. out. He even turned off the light.
That's the way you execute a midnight snack run.
Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer.
Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Furnished by Stand Up to Cancer.
Don't miss all the NFL excitement on NBC Sunday night when the San Francisco 49ers take on the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, you can hear Sunday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations, the NFL app, or online at westwood1sports.com. Packers take over at their own 7, 1st and 10. They've got a 27-11 lead with 9:33 to go. Jordan Love under center takes the snap. Handoff Josh Jacobs running right outside the hash mark. Stumbles his way across the 10. He's out to the 11. That'll be a gain of 4. Bring up 2nd down and 6, and we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League. Alongside Derek Rackley, the rest of our great Westwood One crew, Ryan Radke here at Lambeau Field. Inside 9 minutes to go. Packers 27, Dolphins 11. 2nd and 6 Green Bay from its own 11. Pistol formation. Here's the snap to Jordan Love. Back to pass. Looking. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Jaden Reed, and a flag comes in. Reed thought he was getting grabbed, and the official agrees. Saron Neal was in coverage, and he's going to get called for holding.
Holding. Defense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Or they're going to call it on Jalen Ramsey. Either way, it's a first down for the Packers. Now they got Ramsey holding Dontavian Wicks, it looks like.
Yeah, just watching the replay, and it was maybe there was 2 penalties, and they just decided to call it on Jalen Ramsey. He gets his right hand up in the shoulder pads, kind of by the neck area, just holding on to Wicks, not letting him get out into his route.
9th accepted penalty against the Dolphins tonight. Move the ball to the 16-yard line, first down and 10. Love under center, single wide receiver to the right. Here's the snap. Love back on a play fake, rolls left, flips it out to Kraft, makes the catch, runs the left sideline, 25 up to the 30. Get an ankle tackle from behind. Will bring down Tucker Kraft up at the 32. Quentin Bell made the tackle, gain of 16. Boy, Jordan Love came out of that break rack, and Tucker Kraft was all alone.
Yeah, a little bit of a bootleg fake. So Kraft was blocking the end man at the on the line of scrimmage, which was Quentin Bell that time. And he does an excellent job of throwing him back inside. And as soon as he comes out wide open, Love throws it out in front of him. Nice gain there for a first down for the Packers.
Packers from their own 32 now, 1st and 10. 2 receivers stack right. Watson single man left. Love under center with Jacobs the lone back. Game clock ticks down to 8 minutes to go. Melton in motion from right to left. Love takes the snap. Play action fake. Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Has time. Throws short left. Caught by Jacobs. Cuts inside of the 40. Back outside left 45. 50 to the 45. Down the far sideline 40. Inside the 30. Still going to the 25. Inside the 20. And Jacobs is finally brought down. Tyrell Dodson made the tackle, but Josh Jacobs makes the catch and rumbles for 48.
This is the reason why he is such a special player, because he puts his right foot in the ground and absolutely shakes Tyrell Dodson. Then as he's going down the field, he breaks a couple of more tackles, but give Dodson a lot of credit for not quitting on the play. He's the one that ends up coming all the way down the field to eventually make the tackle, but flipping the field position in the favor now for the Packers.
8 straight games of over 90 scrimmage yards for Jacobs, longest active streak in the NFL. Love in the gun, gets the snap. Quick throw, right side, drop by Jaden Reed. It's picked up by the Dolphins. They're running back the other way. They think it was a backward pass. The officials are letting it go. Down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and into the end zone goes Saron Neal. And the signal is touchdown. Well, they'll take a look.
After review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass. 2nd down.
So there you go. And Rack, I don't think there's any doubt about it.
Yep. So we just saw a replay, and the ball was at about the 26-yard line coming out of the hands of Jordan Love. And as the pass ended up developing, he throws it about 2 yards forward as they had a great shot looking kind of down the line on the play. So the replay assist comes in and says that it's an incomplete pass.
And you know what? I have no problem with the officials letting that play go. If you have any question, let it go. Replay can always come in and say, nope, I mean, especially that could be a game-changing type play.
100%. And so that's a lot of times that's what they do. They let the play go unless they get a clear look or replay assist to make sure they got the right call made.
Jacobs, by the way, at 113 scrimmage yards after that long catch and run. Packers have a 2nd down and 10. Love under center with receivers left and right. Ball on the far side left hash at the 19. Game clock stopped at 7:04. Play clock shows 20. Love doing a lot of communicating at the line of scrimmage. He takes the snap. He's back on a play fake. Rush coming. Love moving right. Now back to his left. Fires left side. Got a wide open Kraft across the 15. Lowers his shoulder. Powers his way down close to a 1st down. Oh, they love that here at Lambeau. Tucker Kraft just lowered his shoulder and bullies his way down to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, Calais Campbell ends up beating the offensive line immediately, and he ends up getting in the face, but he feels like he got a little bit of a tug at the last second from Rasheed Walker, tries to plead his case to the referee, but there was no flag thrown on the field. Jordan Love ends up stepping up right in front of Calais Campbell, delivers a really nice throw to Kraft, and Kraft having another really good game, 6 catches, 78 yards tonight.
Packers 1st and goal at the 9. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Reed in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Handoff Jacobs running outside the left hash. Breaks through the 1st tackle, but not the 2nd. Able to fall forward for about a yard and a half. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Clock continues to move. Now ticking down inside 6 minutes to go here at Lambeau. Packers lead the Dolphins 27-11. Green Bay looking for its 7th win in its last 8 games.
Packers doing exactly what they need to on this drive. Ball security, number 1. Just got to make sure you don't turn it over. They have not done that. And they've showed great balance on this drive, running and passing, and then finally just taking a lot of time off of this clock.
2nd down goal from the 7. 3 receivers bunch right, tight end to the left. Love in the shotgun with Jacobs to his left. Here's the snap. Love will hand it off Jacobs. Starts to his right, cuts it back left, runs along the hash marks inside the 5, and he's down to about the 4. Mike McDaniel is going to take time out with 5:25 on the game clock. First time out taken by Miami. It'll be a 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line after a 3-yard run by Jacobs. Stay up to date with Westwood One Sports by following us on X and Instagram. In-game highlights, direct links to listen to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow Westwood One Sports on X and Instagram.
Mike McDaniel feeling the same thing we just talked about, Ryan. He's thinking the clock just continues to run here. We're not going to have a chance if I just let them continue to run the football here inside the 10-yard line and let 30, if not 40 seconds go on every single play. He's still trying to get back into this game somehow, finding a way to get 2 possessions if his defense can get a stop.
And the problem for McDaniel is even a field goal here puts the
Exactly.
Dolphins in a bad spot.
Yep.
3rd and goal from the 4. Trips to the right. Love in the gun. Brooks, the running back, to his left. Wicks in short motion from the right. Here's the snap. Love back. Looks. Throws right side. That's caught. Dontavian Wicks leaning forward. They're going to mark him just short of the goal line. The ball is inside the 1. There's a penalty flag back by where Love threw it. And the Packers are walking backwards. Officials talking about it here. Let's see what the call is. Certainly looks like the Packers believe it's against them.
Ruling on the play is running short of the goal line. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 74. 15-yard penalty. The down counts. 4th down.
So that's Elton Jenkins. And now, instead of having 4th and goal from inside the 1, you lose 15 yards, so that will bring out McManus and the field goal team. Now, still a relatively short field goal if you're the Packers, but you certainly would have liked to not lose those 15 yards. Jenkins got into it with Zach Sealer after the play. And I guess a little too aggressive with Sealer on the ground. So McManus now will come on, trying to make this a 19-point Packer lead. It's going to be about a 33-yard attempt for McManus, who was hit from 46 and 24 tonight. Orzik to snap, Whelan to hold. Clock continues to run. We're down to 5:10 to go. The Packers can take this inside 5 minutes before they snap it. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is on the way. It is good. So McManus is 3 for 3 in the game tonight. And the Packers have a 19-point lead with 5:02 to go. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. 5:02 to go. Packers 30, Dolphins 11. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in-store for savings on top quality pieces. Get $40 off cowboy boots for men and women, $50 off select exotic boots, save on outerwear, and enjoy buy one, get one free offers on select jeans and flannels. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to be with family, and we look forward to seeing you in store during our Black Friday sale. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
The NFL is committed to sticking to your game plan and always betting responsibly. If you bet, remember to set your limits, never chase your losses, and only bet what you can afford to lose. To learn more about responsible betting and discover resources to help build your game plan, visit the National Council of Problem Gambling at responsibleplay.org. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, please call or text the following 24-hour confidential helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
The copyright of tonight's broadcast on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its member clubs. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Football League is strictly prohibited.
5 minutes, 2 seconds remaining at Lambeau Field. Packers lead the Dolphins by a score of 30-11. Green Bay now up 19 as they get set to kick it away. Brandon McManus taking all the time possible over there on that nice warm sideline before he jogs out to kick this one away. Wind must have picked up a little bit. The official just lost his hat as he was running out to join McManus. Now, McManus just converted that field goal, 33 yards, 9-play, 78-yard scoring drive for Green Bay. They took 4.5 minutes off the clock. Miami now is in a world of hurt, Rag. It's a 3-score game with only 5:02 to go.
Yeah, time just kind of running out because of the effectiveness. A couple of explosive plays offensively on that last drive for Green Bay. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs and company is creating that separation on the scoreboard.
Here comes the kickoff from McManus, end over end. This one taken inside the 5 by Washington, across the 10 to the 15, out of the 20 up to the 25. He's out to the 30. He cuts to his right, and he is taken down at about the 33-yard line of the near side hash. And that's where the Dolphins will start first and 10. 4 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in this game at Lambeau Field. If the Dolphins do not have a miracle comeback, they will fall to 5-7 on the year. It'll snap their 3-game winning streak. The Dolphins do have the 5th easiest schedule in the AFC remaining. So while it is certainly going to be an uphill climb for Miami, you can't slam the door on it. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Pistol formation. Hill sprints in motion from left to right. Tagovailoa takes the snap. He's back to pass. Under pressure. Steps up and sacked. Rashawn Gary was there, Kenny Clark was there, and Tagovailoa is sacked again, the 4th Packers sack of the night.
He just has to hold on to the football a little bit longer than he likes, but you got to give Kenny Clark a lot of credit for just winning immediately up front. Indecision by the right guard on who to block, and Clark ends up coming free.
Loss of 7, shotgun snap, Tagovailoa back to pass, rolls left, throws back across the middle, caught by Achane at the 30, turns it up along the right hash and gets to the 34. Enoch Mari made the stop. That sack for Kenny Clark, by the way, his first of the year. 8-yard gain on the pass to Achane, and now it'll be 3rd and 9 for Miami with 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Tagovailoa gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Looking, throws right side. That's caught. Middle of the field. Hill inside the 40, and he's down to the Packers' 36. So Tyreek Hill finds a hole, and Tagovailoa zips it in there. Xavier McKinney to stop, but a gain of 30 on the catch and run by Tyreek Hill. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tagovailoa back in the shotgun, lifts that left leg, gets the snap, back to pass, fires, incomplete through the hands of Washington. That pass over the middle of the field. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 3:39 to go. Back to that completion to Tyreek Hill, puts him at 5 catches, 71 yards. That's where Tyreek Hill is so dangerous, Rack, when you can get him on the move and finding the hole in the middle, and then he can use that great speed and athleticism to make people miss.
Yeah, because he puts the defensive player in a quandary as far as, okay, are you going to attack him, or are you going to wait for a stutter step, or if you wait too long, as you mentioned, he turns on the jets, he just runs past you.
2 receivers left and right. Raheem Mostert in the backfield with Tagovailoa on 2nd and 10. Mostert now motions out to the right, shotgun snap, blitz coming. Tagovailoa looking, throws short over the middle, caught by Waddle, turns outside right. He's outside the numbers to the 30. He dives, and they're going to mark him just shy of the line to gain. They'll put him down at the 27. Gain of 9. Keyshawn Nixon with the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 1 with 3:20 to go here at Lambeau. Dolphins get lined up. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Tagovailoa makes sure everyone is set. Gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Looking to his right. Throws right side. Caught by Smith. He'll have a 1st down. Run out of bounds on the far side of the 13. Xavier McKinney made the tackle. Clock stops with 3:08 to go. Gain of 14. Jonnu Smith with his 7th catch of the night.
He's slowly creeping up on 100 yards receiving in this game. Again, just been such a consistent threat, even though they haven't been able to get back in on the scoreboard. Jonnu Smith, again, consistently winning those matchups.
Last completion puts Tagovailoa over 300 yards. Shotgun snap. Here's a throw over the middle, and it's tipped and caught for the touchdown. A pass intended for Jonnu Smith was tipped by McKinney, and it ends up in the hands of Tyreek Hill in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins with 3:04 to go. It's a 30-17 Packer lead.
An excellent decision from Xavier McKinney. He comes in, looks like he's going to break up this pass, hits his right arm. It ends up caroming up in the air and right into the hands of Tyreek Hill.
So the Dolphins will go for 2. Try to creep within 11 here. Tagovailoa lines up in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Mostert, the running back, to 2 is left. Here's the shotgun snap. Tagovailoa looks right, looks middle, throws over the middle, pass batted, and this time it falls incomplete. Isaiah McDuffie almost intercepted it. Quay Walker is the one that got a hand up there to bat it away. And with 3:04 to go, it remains the Packers 30 and the Dolphins 17. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Something amazing is happening in data management. Even though storage needs are constantly changing, companies are only paying for what they need now. That's because CDW customized a Pure Storage Evergreen One SLA-driven storage as a service solution that delivers enterprise-grade hybrid cloud storage that is effortless, efficient, and evergreen. Simplify storage administration with Pure Storage and CDW. Make amazing happen. Find out more at cdw.com/purestorage.
It's that time of year again. Sweaters, fireplaces, and snowy weather. Probably. I don't know where you live, which means it's also time for Wendy's new Salted Caramel Frosty. Creamy, cold, delicious, and the only thing you'll want all season long. Whatever your winter looks like, snowy or sunny, it's all the perfect time to give yourself a little sweet treat, cause if it's the iconic Frosty with a salted caramel twist, gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's. Salted caramel Frosty flavored with other natural flavors.
Harbor Freight knows tool people like to keep busy. But with our Black Friday sale now through Monday, you'll want to free up some time. We're talking deals like our 5,000-watt generators under $800, 17-foot ladders for $99.99, and 40% off Icon Pro socket sets. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight. Valid until 12/2/24. While supplies last. Limitations apply.
Black Friday football on Prime is back. It's the Las Vegas Raiders against the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video, sponsored by the NFL. You can also hear that game here on Westwood One. Kevin Kugler, Hall of Famer James Lofton have the call from Arrowhead. 3:04 to go. Packers lead the Dolphins 30-17. Dolphins have declared their intention for an onside kick. So Jason Sanders will try to execute the play that almost never works. This is like the old third to first move in baseball before they outlawed it. It like never works, but everybody tries it. Now the onside kick you have to try. It's gotten harder and harder over the years. Let's see what Jason Sanders has in store here. He's actually going to use a tee, which almost nobody does anymore. Everybody sets the ball flat on the ground now, but Sanders is going old school. He's going to use the tee for the onside kick.
Yeah, they say back in the old days when I was playing, right, they used to do the big hop, right? And that's when you had a better chance to recover the ball, but that was also a very dangerous play because guys were getting hammered.
Yeah, that's also when you could just blow people up. So Sanders started angling toward the near side. Now will turn towards the far side. On the approach, sends the kickoff, and it is smothered by the Packers. That ball just never took that hop, just kind of stayed on the ground, and it was Jaden Reed that jumped right on top of it. And so the Packers will take over, leading by 13 with 3:03 to go. Dolphins do have a couple of timeouts, so you can't put this one completely in the books yet for Green Bay. Packers looking to win for the 7th time in their last 8 games and keep pace in this wild NFC North. Lions won today to go to 11-1. Minnesota is 8-2. The Packers looking to go to 9-3 with a win tonight. 2 receivers stack right, 2 tight ends left. Love in the gun with Jacobs to his right. Love gets the snap. He'll hand it off. Jacobs outside the left hash. And he's able to fall forward. Picks up about 3 on the play. Mike McDaniel will take a timeout with 2:57 to go. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Packers.
Yeah, just trying to do whatever he can to give his team a chance to keep fighting in this game. Never know what'll happen. Maybe the ball ends up getting raked out. They get a turnover. Just going to continue to fight here till the end.
I mentioned earlier the Packers are the first team since the 99 Bills to be in 3rd place with 8 wins entering Week 13. Their 8-3 record, best by any team. 3rd place in their division or worse entering Week 13 since the merger. That's how good this NFC North is. 2 receivers stack right, 2 tight ends left. 2nd down play, 2nd down and about 7. Here's the snap, handoff. Jacobs hit in the backfield, and he goes down at midfield. Zach Sealer jumping through the line, able to make the play on Jacobs, so he loses yardage, and now it's 3rd down and long coming up. It'll be 3rd and about 11 for the Packers.
Heard Jordan Love say, can again. Maybe he should have kept the first play.
Yeah. Looked like it. Or somebody didn't get the can because Zach Sealer
ended up canning
right
the running play.
Right. Zach Sealer said, can this. 3rd down and 11. Love in the shotgun. 3 receivers left. Single man right. Jacobs moves from the left of Love to the right. Play clock down to 1. And a timeout taken by Matt LaFleur with the play clock running down. So he'll stop it with 2:12 to go. You can catch the Rich Eisen Show every weekday from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations. And be sure to look out for 2 podcasts from Rich Eisen Podcast. All the NFL hot takes you can handle on Overreaction Monday. And each Tuesday, download What the Football with Susie Schuster and former Raiders CEO Amy Trask. Get them wherever you get your podcasts. All right, 3rd down and 11. Jordan Love, 21 of 27, 274 yards and a couple of touchdowns tonight. Again, he has not thrown a pick. If he can avoid that here in the final 2:12, it'll be back-to-back games without an interception for Jordan Love. And it was right around this time last year that Love really got hot. And as he got hot, so did the Packers. Chris Brooks in the game as the running back to the left of Love. 3 receivers left, 1 right. That's Tucker Kraft. Love gets the snap. He's back to pass. Sets his feet. Has time. Taking a shot deep down the field for Christian Watson. Knocked in the air and incomplete. Watson's looking for a flag that he's not going to get. Saron Neal was in coverage. Watson kind of slowed down, took a little bump, but does not get the flag. Matt LaFleur can't believe it.
Honestly, I can't either. I mean, I don't know how this is not pass interference to Ron Neal. I mean, he ends up running into Christian Watson well before the football's there. The ball was not overthrown. I don't know how you script pass interference any better than this. So I'm kind of at a loss too, Ryan.
Wow, that's a lot of contact. The ball was slightly underthrown, so Watson slowed up. And, I mean, Neal made a lot of contact with him. Whelan comes on to punt.
Matt LaFleur is still just yelling at the official down at that side, basically saying, are you kidding me? How can you not call pass interference?
Delay game, offense, penalties decline, 4th down.
I think the Packers just took a delay of game so LaFleur could yell a little
just
more.
give him a chance to give him a little piece of his mind. I mean, there might have been a couple of different words that were used in his explanation, trying to kind of paraphrase for our national audience here, but you get the point.
It was not a real family-friendly conversation being had. Daniel Whelan with an end-over-end kick. This one will take a bounce, a hop into the end zone on the far side. And the ball will come out to the 20-yard line for the Miami Dolphins with 1:56 showing on the clock. So we have reached the 2-minute warning with the score: the Packers 30, the Dolphins 17. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch, because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
1:56 to go at Lambeau Field. Packers 30, Dolphins 17. You ever been to one of those awkward family Thanksgiving dinners where suddenly somebody brings up a taboo topic and before you can squash it, everybody's yelling at everybody else. Everybody ends up in like 4 separate rooms in the house. That's kind of what's been happening during the break. Matt LaFleur has made his feelings known about the non-pass interference call. I think he's gone to almost every official individually to let them know that he did not think that was a very good job of officiating on that play.
Ryan, actually, I don't think you explained the situation at Thanksgiving dinner very well. It's not when everybody starts fighting. It's one person at the table dominates the fighting that's going on, which was what was happening with Matt LaFleur. He picked out 3 or 4 different officials that he wanted to give a piece of his mind, and how do you not call pass interference on that situation?
Now that I've talked to you, I'd like to talk to you next.
Hey, you over there, number 14, come over here.
Yeah, I have some things I'd like to tell you about. So the punt goes into the end zone. The Dolphins will take over. They've got 1 timeout. 1:56 to go. I mentioned Tua Tagovailoa is over 300 yards now. He's 32 of 40 for 330 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Tua's 15th career 300-yard game. That's 3rd in Dolphins history. Only Dan Marino and Ryan Tannehill have more. Dolphins will put 3 receivers to the left, 1 right. A-channel move from Tua's left to his right. Tagovailoa lifts his leg, waits, gets the snap. He's back to pass. Tua looks, throws short right, caught by Achane. Flag is down. Achane across the 25. Another flag comes in at the end of the play. He's out to about the 27. Kenny Clark made the tackle. There's flags all over the place. There's 3 of them down on the field.
I think 2 of them both got offensive pass interference and might be a holding behind the play.
There's 2 fouls by the offense. Pass interference. Offense number 9. That penalty's declined. Holding. Offense number 55. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
So they wave away the pass interference, but Aaron Brewer gets called for the holding, and that'll back the Dolphins up 10 yards, 1:51 remaining on the game clock. Well, again, if the Dolphins do not rally here, this will be another loss for Tagovailoa, dropping him to 0-5 in his career when the temperature is under 40 degrees. I just don't know how much of this you can put on Tua's shoulders. 3 receivers left, single man right. Tagovailoa gets the snap, back to pass, throws short right. That's caught at the 15-yard line, just inside the numbers, and then a host of green jerseys there, led by Eric Wilson. Catch was made by Jonnu Smith, gain of 5. Dolphins will hustle to get lined up as the clock continues to run down to 1:32, 1:31 to go. 2 receivers left and right. Tagovailoa back in the gun, gets the snap. He's back to pass, looks, throws, batted down, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 1:23 to go and bring up 3rd down. So what are your thoughts on that, Rack? That, again, the narrative, quote-unquote, will continue that Tua can't play well, can't win cold weather games, but he's thrown for 335 yards tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you look at him and you say, well, he didn't give his team a chance to win because he threw 2 picks, right? You can't make that argument, but what you can say is the Packers just play better. They executed, they started fast, they got Miami in a hole, and then they never really let them get back in the game. I mean, you score 30 points in the NFL, your chances of winning are extremely high.
3 receivers left, 2 right, 3rd and 15. Shotgun snap. Tagovailoa throws out to the right side. That's caught. Cutting back inside the numbers is Smith. He's out to the 25-yard line. And Quay Walker wraps him up and brings him down there. And now Miami facing a last gasp 4th down play. It'll be 4th down and 5 from their own 25. Clock rolling down to 1:02. Dolphins do have 1 timeout. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Here's the snap. Tagovailoa back, throws over the middle, caught by Smith. 1st down across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So the Dolphins will maintain possession, gain of 11. Clock continues to move, 45 seconds to go. Tagovailoa lines up in the shotgun with 2 receivers to either side. Lifts his left leg, takes the snap, back to pass, throws short right side, caught by Mostert out of the backfield, chopped down in bounds by Keyshawn Nixon on that far side. And the Dolphins will use their final timeout now with exactly 30 seconds to go. Gain of 1 on that toss out to Mostert to the 37. Well, for the first time since 2013, we're going to have a home sweep. All the home teams win on Thanksgiving. Lions beat the Bears, Cowboys beat the Giants, and now the Packers over the Dolphins. Green Bay will play again next Thursday. You think this game will be any fun? They go to Detroit to take on the division-leading Lions. Lions came in here a couple weeks ago, bad weather. There was a narrative, quote-unquote, game for you, with the Lions playing outdoors in the elements. They won that game by double figures, and after the game, there was some chatter from the Packers that the best team did not win, which the Lions seemed to file away. 3 receivers left, single man right. Shotgun snap, Tagovailoa is back to pass. He steps up in the pocket, trying to get away from pressure, can't do it, he's brought down. Brenton Cox, 2nd-year man out of Florida, picks up his 2nd career sack as he brings down Tua. The clock continues to run. 16, 15, 14, 3rd down coming up. Dolphins trying to get lined up. Jalen Waddle was all the way downfield. He runs back and gets lined up. We're down to 5 seconds to go. Tagovailoa takes the snap. He looks. He throws right side. That's caught. Smythe inbounds. Brought down across the 40-yard line, and that'll do it. A gain of 7 on the final play, but it doesn't matter. The Green Bay Packers with a home win on Thanksgiving. They beat the Miami Dolphins 30-17. The Packers, winners for the 7th time in their last 8 games. And for Miami, their 3-game winning streak is snapped as they fall here at Lambeau, a game where they fell behind big, 27-3. Tried to make it interesting in the second half, but just couldn't do it, Derek.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so often the NFL. If you start fast, you really put all the cards in your favor. And that's exactly what we saw tonight in this game. Green Bay efficient, effective to start the game. They're able to get a couple of quick touchdowns on the board. Now, Miami's not necessarily a team that wants to run the football a ton, but they made them one-dimensional because they got behind. And Miami had to play catch-up, so they threw the football. And even though Tagovailoa ends up with 364 yards through the air, he didn't have that 4 or 5 touchdown night. but give credit to Green Bay. So many opportunities with the football that they put points on the board. And once again, Jordan Love, no interceptions in this game. A really well-rounded affair from the Green Bay Packers at home on Thanksgiving.
Packers moved to 16-20-2 all-time on this holiday. Their 38th Thanksgiving game, tied for the third most in NFL history with the Bears. This begins a run tonight, 4 straight primetime games for Green Bay. Again, they're going to be at Detroit next Thursday night. That one will be fun. We'll talk more about that after we talk about this game. Let's go down to the field. Packers tight end Tucker Kraft joins us. Another big night for him. 6 catches for 78 yards. Tucker, tell us what's been rolling for this team here as of late. 7 wins your last 8 times out.
What's been rolling is Josh Jacobs' legs. We're really relying on our running backs, all of them, to get the run game started. And then after that, we can just play football off of them. Being able to set up the play pass, our bootlegs, keepers, everything to keep the ball moving. That's what's really been important.
Tucker, that kind of led me to my next question. 114 yards on the ground as a team tonight. You mentioned Josh Jacobs, but 4 guys really getting into the mix on the running game. To me, that's one of the biggest improvements this team has made. What's the mindset been from the offensive line, the tight ends, and the running backs when it comes to establishing the line of scrimmage? Just trust and love, not beating ourselves up, not getting behind the sticks. We need to be able to keep establishing our run, but we can't do that if we're taking penalties. We're just fortunate enough that we're a close team. The culture here in Green Bay is excellent, and we're a close-knit group. Tucker, where does this kind of put the mentality of the team as you guys move into December and try to finish out this season? All we're ever worried about is the next game. It's the most important game because it's the next game. That's our mindset. Every opportunity we get to come out here and win, especially in Lambeau on Thanksgiving, that's a special thing. Well, that next game is going to be a fun one when you see the Detroit Lions again next Thursday night. Absolutely. What's that rematch we owe them one. No, we owe them one. We're gonna go down there, business trip, and we're gonna try to take care of business as always, and we're gonna try to shake things up in the NFC North. Tucker, congratulations on the win tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for a few minutes. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless. Thank you. Tucker Kraft of the Green Bay Packers, the victorious Green Bay Packers. They moved to 9-3 on the season with a 30-17 win over the Miami Dolphins. Time now to select the Dependable Offensive Player of the Game, sponsored by Depend and the Prostate Cancer Foundation, reminding you that health is a long game and screening for prostate cancer is easier than ever. Learn more at depend.com. All right, Rack, got a couple of choices here. Who are you going with for your Dependable Offensive Player of the Game? It's going to be Jordan Love, the quarterback. 21 of 28, 274 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Most importantly, number 1, no interceptions in this game, and number 2, 75% completion rate for a guy that came into this game 32nd in the NFL when it comes to completion rate. I thought he played an excellent game again. 2nd game in a row with no interceptions. Jordan Love, the offensive player of the game. He leads the Packers to a 30-17 win. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Football season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. With over 10 million members now and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. The app is so simple to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you can win up to 100 times your money. Prize Picks even invented the flex play, so you can still cash out if one of your picks doesn't hit. I love it. I love it because it's daily fantasy. And it's easy, and it's fun. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code PRIMETIME and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code PRIMETIME on Prize Picks to get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to get the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states where it's lawful to wager, and visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One